From Scotty's Steakhouse and the Comedy Cove in beautiful downtown Springfield, New Jersey, it's the Johnny Watson Show.
Yeah! Hey!
Now, your host, a man so handsome, his selfies come with an NC-17 rating.
Whoa!
Johnny Watson.
Wow. Naughty.
Wow. NC-17 below, huh?
Wow, I never do that.
That is naughty. Wow.
We're back.
We are back. Welcome to the Johnny Watson Show. Hello, everybody. We are
great studio audience.
Great studio audience, as always. Great lighting. Looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good. You guys, everybody's doing good. You guys, everybody
doing great.
Good to be back. I felt, like Burlow said it before. It feels like we haven't done this in a while. I don't know why.
I agree. I think the holiday show has made it feel very close together. Now it feels like
No, it's because I wasn't here last week.
You know what? True. That is true, Gene. We missed that hard laugh. And we missed it. And but we're glad you're back. How was your trip?
It was terrific. We had a great time. Up
in Boston?
Yep.
And what did you do up there?
Well, we went to a bunch of museums. We went to the Harpoon Brewery. We had dinner with my son and his roommates.
Nice.
It was great.
Nice.
Just hanging out.
Did they let fat girls brewery?
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? Keep it classy, man.
But well, good. And then you had a good weekend here. At the Cove.
Yep. Good. Coleman Green, my friend.
Coleman Green.
Yeah.
Always kills.
Good.
Always kills.
Chips Cooney was there too.
Chips Cooney. Give me a second.
How do you know that?
Did you ask yourself? Chips was here?
Chips was here. He did a great job.
Of course.
He did it both ways. He did it the straight magic,
right,
and he did the reveal.
On
Saturday.
Oh, my favorite.
No.
There's a lot of fun there. We found a magic store, Scott and I.
We did. Stop in a magic store
in Butler as we're getting training on the board. Just we're gonna do some magic eventually.
Yes,
it'll be a lot of fun. So, but good. Everybody else had a good weekend. Did anybody else do anything interesting? Anybody, guys? No?
I did comedy in a library.
In a library?
Yes.
Wow.
Did they keep on going? Shh.
Yeah.
Every time you did it?
It was great. You've made it when you do the library scene.
Well, I used to do a bowling alley circuit in L.A. when it first started. Do a little bit of bowling alley, and it was great. Every time you do a punchline, you hear the pins drop. 7-10 split again. Come on.
That's success.
Loop it. I had a show. Where was I this week? I remember. I did Bonner's Place again on Friday.
Somewhere off of exit 11.
And then and I was up in Hope Hope, New Jersey, and it was a Millville restaurant. Was it what? Mill Race Pond. Everybody hear that?
No.
Little bed and breakfast place. It's a restaurant. Really, it was a lot of fun. But it figures. You get Chip. You get those two drunks that right from the beginning. Because as soon as we got there, and I got there early, right? As soon as I get there, and they're on the corner table, and we're sitting on these stools that say reserved, and the lady's like, we're giving them to you because there's ours. They say reserved, but we got better seats. And she goes, I should charge you for them, right? So I'm just trying to ignore, and her husband's got that, that drunk, alcoholic voice. My wife is really funny.
She's so funny. You can't believe this girl.
She's like, I hope the comics are funnier than her. Right? It's like, we're the comics. You the comics are. So then they were having problems with the service because it was their first time doing comedy, and they weren't the food was coming out slower. And I'm up there, and all you hear is this guy, I'm here 2 hours, I haven't gotten any food. Just throughout my whole set. The first guy got up, who did a nice job. I told him to give you a ring. Did a nice job, and he was supposed to do like 20. He bailed in like 8, 10. He did a nice 10 minutes, though. And,
solid.
I get up there, and it's just like, But it ended up working out good. It worked out good. In fact, when we do the special here on March 27th, 28th, Johnny Watson filming a special here. Yep. Some people are going to come down, so it's going to be
We have reservations already.
Are you really?
Yes.
My mother made them early. Excellent. That's good.
And I did Bridgestone's comedy club this week.
How was that?
It was lovely. It was good. It was a good show.
Sayreville, right?
South Amboy.
Who was all there? Was the?
It was a big show. It was a showcase for comedians, networking kind of situation. It was good.
Good. Matt's always
nobody was there.
It's funny.
there weren't people there.
It's funny when he does it. He never does it anymore. But Bridgestone does this bit where he talk, like when we all kind of like started around the same time, and he does a bit which I loved. he does like a boy band type of bit, and I don't remember the whole thing, but it's like how they take him from the Midwest. And they do the interview. He's like, what's your name? He goes, I'm Tom Wilson from Boise. He goes, not anymore, you're not. You're Jerome from Orlando. Now stick your head in a bucket of white paint and get to the back of the line. I just love that joke. I don't know why. It's a funny. And then one of his friends does, here's my impression of Keanu Reeves asking somebody if they want any more pepper. And he goes, any more pepper? That was the whole show. that was the genius. That was a genius comedy we were doing when we started. But it was funny because, like, guys, we were doing Chip Piccoli, doing Piccoli's place.
I just talked to him today.
Oh, really? From behind or out from the bars? No,
No, from behind. He's cutting hair now.
Yeah, that's right. He's a beautician.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, and Tina was at that show as well.
Oh, Tina was show? Awesome. How'd you do, Tina? Awesome. And, listen, we got...
I liked that room when I did it.
What's that, Bridgestone's?
Yeah, it was fun.
Bridgestone puts on a good show. I mean, he puts on a good show.
Has anybody not have any fun and did bad?
Well, the library was a...
Doug Max? Doug, how was your... how'd you do?
Do we have to listen to this?
I spent the entire weekend just living with my ennui.
Ennui.
What is an ennui?
Yeah.
It's not a what. It's a thing.
Well,
It's a feeling. It's like angst, but later.
All right, never mind. Anyway,
Ennui,
okay.
that's the stuff you
Wow,
get in
now
the
I've got
workout,
ennui.
Wow.
I played Wii. If anybody
Did you?
I did. Did Wii Fit?
ENNUI.
Didn't work.
Obviously not.
It rattled around?
This is big. Listen though, big show tonight.
Yeah.
Big show.
Who do we got?
We got Natty Bumpercar.
Wow.
In studio. You know what's funny? Natty.
One of our first acts here.
Well, that's what I was saying. Natty was good. When we first acted at the Cove.
Yeah.
Natty was like one of our first guests on the show here. And remember, he was going to come on board, but he was having the baby. They were just had the baby, or they were having the baby at the time, so he could not commit. And now he is here as one of our guests this evening.
Yes.
Love Natty. Natty's awesome.
Great.
And he's also part of the Garden State comedy guys who are awesome and always great to us.
Great guys.
And great shows and just fun to be around. And
Who's bad to us?
Kevin
Kevin
Hall.
Hall.
Kevin Hall.
Kevin, if you're out there, we would love to have you on the show, and because we have a new segment called Clear the Air, which I think would be perfect. Actually, you know what's funny? I'm not even upset anymore. It's gone.
No.
It's such water under. Is it under or over the bridge?
Under the bridge.
Under the bridge.
There was water
under
over the bridge.
Yeah. He's
That's
dead to
come
us.
back.
Yeah,
He hasn't even been at the mics.
yeah. Well, he's doing with his thing.
You make your bed, you lay in it.
That's right.
That's
We
it.
got. Well, this is great. We got. Also too, we have Brian Einerson with
Ooh,
sports.
yes.
coming
No.
up.
Super.
He's going to tell us about
can't
the.
wait.
Love that
about
guy.
The,
Love that
about
guy.
The,
About spandex?
I love the Dolphins, Johnny. I love the Dolphins.
I want to be a tight end.
I
Carolina
love
Rams.
giant cowboys.
and you know what else we got?
I like all the plays in the end zone.
All right, we just hijacked the show from him.
We also have our first travel ad.
We got an ad.
The state of Florida.
Come on down.
They want to advertise with us, and they gave us they made an ad for the show, and we'll be running that. Also, big thing tonight. Bill Cosby. We have Bill Cosby allegedly and one of his alleged accusers. And we'll be having a conversation with her and him.
Whoa.
That'll be a lot of fun.
What a
And,
staff we have.
Do we have any
Amazing.
pudding pops for this?
We might have a few things for him. Also,
Always room for Jello.
get your motor running. Get your motor running. We'll be here. That's always a great episode when it works.
You sure?
It's always fun when it's prepared. It's always fun, Doug. And I'm very excited about this. And this is one thing I really excites me. And it's like we always hear about people finding love, and internet dating has become such a big thing. But we never think about the handicapped and how they meet. And we have I believe we have the president of a dating site for special needs called I'm Down With That. He will be calling in. I'm down with that. So he'll be calling in. So that'll be interesting.
Wheel of Misfortune.
Fascinating.
Yes, we clear the air. We got you know who we haven't stood?
We have guests?
Bigfoot.
Go away.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, actual Bigfoot.
Wow.
We got him?
Do we have a staff or do we have a staff?
We got to stand. And then of course
Did you guys go
Who's with
watching?
him?
we have the gentleman who captured him.
Go away.
Yeah. Yep. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if he's caged up. I have no idea how
Yeah,
he's
how's he
getting
getting up here?
I have no
Cagey.
idea. But and Ma, how you doing, Ma? We forgot about you.
I'm good. How are you?
Why are you so quiet?
Because you forgot about introducing me, so I just sat here and shut my mouth.
No, I don't put her on yet. Now, Steve, can I put her on now? And then it doesn't matter. I don't want anybody seeing my
Mom.
my stuff. I want anybody seeing my mom.
She's my mom.
All right,
we're
Ma,
seeing
hold on,
your
hold on.
stuff.
All right, that's why I didn't want you to see. Hold on,
Okay.
Ma, hold on. But if I bring her up, then I can't see my board, right? I want the board, right? Ma, you're gonna be MIA right now, Ma.
That wasn't that hard, Steve.
Ma, you're
Johnny,
being
fix your screen so I can
May is going to be a
see your
lonely month
face.
for you, Judy.
That's what Steve. That's what I want to know. Can I bring both of them up at the same time without them
No,
seeing the board?
up. Wrong way.
Okay, all right.
Unless you had like
My-
two
That,
windows.
that's better.
Ma, you been focusing on the news lately?
Yes, I have been, honey.
Who's heard about this story? You hear about Paul McCartney and Kanye West did a song together?
Crazy stuff.
And it's amazing to me, right? Paul McCartney and Kanye West, they did a song together, and apparently Kanye's fans have no idea who the legendary Beatle is. In fact, one of Kanye's fans tweeted, "Who is Paul McCartney? He about to blow up thanks to Kanye." Another one said, "I don't know who Paul McCartney is, but Kanye is about to give him a career." Another fan tweeted, "Who TF is Paul McCartney? This is why I love Kanye for shining light on unknown artists." Kanye, and it's also because Kanye makes people very popular, which is good news for Bill Gates, who is about to release the 2015 Windows Kanye 2.0. Also, the week after, this is great, that Jesus and Kanye are getting together for a new book called the Bible, the New Westament.
Oh.
Yes, the New Westament.
Author.
Yes, the New Westament. Now, Ma, I know you're not really into, you're not a big technology fan. In fact, printers, you have nothing but struggles with them, I know, because every time I ask you to print out something, there's always some excuse. I can't do this. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know if you know this, Ma. Natural Machines has introduced a 3D printer for food. Isn't that amazing?
Go away.
Yeah, the Foodini, as it's called, isn't too different from a regular. The Foodini, it's not too different from a regular 3D printer, but instead of printing with plastics, it deploys edible ingredients squeezed out of stainless steel capsules. It's amazing.
No.
Yeah, it's true. The machine will be able to make food such as pizza, stuffed pastas, and desserts. The only problem with the product is the tech support. It's a bitch to get those guys in India to help you out with a hamburger. So that's gonna be a problem. That was Michael Burlew. First one was Johnny Watson.
It's a tie.
Now, Marlon. Now, Ma, you as I am, I'm not a big fan of the. I shouldn't say I'm not a big fan of the Wayans. I actually had a run-in with Marlon Wayans. My first week of doing stand-up, I actually had a run-in with him at the Laugh Factory, and but he is in the news. I guess a guy, Pierre Daniel, who sued Marlon Wayans for putting his pick on blast and comparing him to the Family Guy character Cleveland Brown, just got thrown out of court because the judge felt he was the likeness of the Cleveland character. Isn't that amazing?
What?
Yeah, the judge actually says that this guy. Yeah, say what? The judge actually said that this guy looks like Cleveland, so he threw the court case out. And in similar news, Pierre is now suing Seth MacFarlane for using his likeness without his permission. So that was Scuba Steve.
I was going to say, who's that?
Now, he thought Cleveland looked like Marlon Wayans?
No, he thought Marlon Wayans said that this guy Pierre looked like Cleveland. Yes, the person was suing Marlon Wayans for saying that he looked like Cleveland.
Okay.
It's like a defamation of
Yeah, I understand.
character sue. All right, here we go.
Okay.
South Florida, Ma, you're a reptile fan? You like reptiles, Ma?
No, I don't like reptiles.
So far, you
I'm
don't
not
like
crazy
any.
about
So
them.
you don't like any of this stuff, which is interesting because where we used to live, there was nothing but reptiles all over the floor when you would wake up where we lived. Anyway. Thank God for social services. Anyway, a South Florida reptile store owner is facing battery and animal cruelty charges after authorities say he struck employees with a bearded dragon lizard and put it in his mouth. According to the report, video surveillance captured Siegel throwing the animal in the air and swinging it in the air multiple times. He also hit employees with the bearded dragon multiple times and threw Gatorade on them, the report said. I got to be honest with you, Ma. The plot to How to Train Your Dragon 3 is really friggin' weird. Michael Burlow. Now, Ma, you being a grandma, you know the kids love they love cartoons. Anyway, this has nothing to do with it. Another victim announced that she was too Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby again.
Great segue.
There was another victim announced that she too was drugged and raped by Bill Cosby. Her birth name is Lourdes Maria Lopez Tropicana, but she goes by her stage name Dora the Explorer. It's Brian Einerson.
Can you say that again?
That is Lourdes Maria Lopez Tropicana.
Ooh.
But she goes by her stage name, Dora the Explorer.
Excellent.
Yes.
Wow.
Listen, here we go. The Arizona Department of Transportation, Ma. Now, I know you're a big fan of Arizona, Ma, because they love keeping out the Mexicans out of Arizona. And I know you love that.
Yes, I do.
You
Not
love
only
that.
Mexicans, but
I know the gays, the blacks, everybody who you wish the whole was just a white world and a straight
Will
white
you
world.
Stop it.
And let's
That's
be honest.
not true.
The good old days.
Well, Ma, you just said, and others, there's not many left when you say others.
Well, yeah.
We're the others.
Anybody that doesn't belong here, like illegally.
Right, Mom.
All right, so go.
Okay. The Arizona Department of Transportation has
Tell me the story.
They've touched off an instant frenzy of social media speculation from a Facebook picture. In a post on New Year's Day, the department, they shared a snapshot from a highway camera on State Route 260 that appears to show a group of mysterious beasts in the snow that some believe are a group of Sasquatches.
Whoa.
Yeah, they believe it's more than 3,500 people have shared it on their Facebook walls, and over 2,000 people liked the post. So I guess the Arizona Department of Transportation put up a snapshot of what people are now thinking it's a Sasquatch. Many are amazed that there is potential evidence of a new species, while many more find it depressing that there are thousands of people that are lonely enough to be following the Department of Transportation on social media. Hashtag get a life. Burlow again.
Hello again.
Now we know that there's a big debate. I mean, Johnny Hollywood and I almost got into it a little bit last week about gas prices, about being low or too high, it's just not affecting adults. In fact, 11-year-old our own weather.
Whoa.
Allie was asked her opinion on the debate on whether it's good for the economy that gas is much lower than it has been in the last few years. Allie said, "My opinion is that gas should be free so that my parents have money to buy me toys." Spoken like a true kid.
That's cute.
That was good.
I thought that was good. That was good.
That really does show the
Better than Doug.
So far.
the way the less developed, immature mind thinks that everything should be free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Or
or
Judy can
Ma,
take it from there.
who else thinks everything should be free?
Judy?
Who else thinks everything should be free?
Yeah.
Who thinks that nobody has to work for anything? Is that what you're talking about?
Like children's minds think that way. So who else does?
Anybody that voted for Obama.
I remember
She was cutting out there. Who could she
Don't
be
forget
talking
the free
about?
phones he gave everybody for voting for
Yeah,
him.
thank God for that. I don't forget the free turkeys that used to show up on
Yeah.
our door either, Ma. Don't worry about that, all right? I don't forget that stuff either. All right, here we go. Ma, you're going to be happy about that. Liberals are enraged about Governor Chris Christie's motives for accepting free tickets to a Dallas playoff game. Christie defended himself by saying the announcement was not as much about the free tickets as it was the all-you-can-eat buffet in the owner's box. Dave Varick, everybody. Ma, you're a fan of history, right? You know, you love this country.
Yes, I am.
Obviously, you love this country when it was, especially back in the 1700s, up until Lincoln. You were a big fan of this country. I have to say that. Because everybody was slaves. Anyway.
I was? Okay.
Yes. So a time capsule that was buried 220 years ago by Paul Revere and Sam Adams will open Tuesday in Boston. Interesting, right? Native artifacts inside the Massachusetts container include copper coins, a silver plaque, 5 newspapers, as well as 3 Kennedy family DWIs.
Goes back a long way.
That's a wow.
That was
Those
funny.
Kennedys,
Really?
huh?
They've been drinking since the beginning of time.
I like that one.
You were there.
Guess what? Now I know you're always paying attention to the news with these flights that are going crazy. A press conference revealed that divers have located the crashed Air Asia's tail section, which may contain the black box recorder. Immediately following the announcement, Al Sharpton claimed racism and demanded to be referred as the African American box. Boy, we're getting touchy. Aren't we getting touchy
That's
now?
Beyonce.
Yeah,
We're getting
yeah.
touchy now.
I think that's Beyonce.
We're getting touchy. here's an interesting. Did you watch the Golden Globes?
Every chance I
know. Not really.
Ma, are you paying attention, or are you just fondling papers? What are you doing, Ma? I hear ruffling going
No,
in the
I'm
back.
paying attention.
Right.
I had to blow my nose.
All right, well, stop it. Okay, here we go. Last night, the Golden Globe Awards, George
Okay,
Clooney...
fine, I will.
Okay, last night, the Golden Globes Award, George Clooney, for years the most eligible bachelor in the world, was given the Cecil B. DeMille Lifetime Achievement Award while sitting next to his new wife, proving that life is actually over once you get married.
Whoa. Did you see that, though? Did you see the girl he was sitting next to?
Alex Baccia.
Did you see
And
her?
that's why I didn't show up.
She is beautiful.
Really?
And everybody was mad.
That's
mad.
That's Alex's. Interesting. Scott Disick, husband of Kourtney Kardashian and star of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, was reported to be drinking and living like a rock star and cheating on Kourtney again. Isn't that horrible, Ma? Scott is cheating.
It is terrible.
He's cheating on Kourtney again. Apparently, his mistress is his father-in-law, Bruce Jenner, who goes by Betsy Jenner after midnight.
Is that really cheating, though?
Now, that was Tina Marie's rewritten as Alex Botch's.
Half a point.
Now I'll read you, Tina. You there? I'll read you the original one. Here we go.
Let me get the sound effect
All
right.
right. Scott Disick was reported to be drinking and running around on his wife again. Who? Exactly, husband to Kourtney Kardashian and star of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and other spin-offs. While reported to be living like a rock star, he just buried 2 parents, added a 3rd child to his family, and bought a $3.7 million home. Who wouldn't be out celebrating, adding on more stress? Way to go, Scott. We are rooting for you at the local bar.
Who wrote that one?
Now, Tina Marie. Okay, now this that right there is what we're gonna do now, because not all the jokes made the cuts.
No.
And I just got to find out, like, Tina, when you were writing that, what was your thought process on that? Yeah, get on mic, please. I'm curious about that because, just real quick, what was your thought process? There was a lot of words, and what was your thought process on that?
My thought process was, how can I make Johnny incredibly mad?
Right.
Because I am too wordy.
Okay, well, I appreciate that because you've just inspired a new segment of the show called the Bombalog. jokes not make the cut. And we'll do a couple here real quick.
I'm so glad I inspire all
No
these
taking
You
three
did.
joke,
Let's-
Watson?
what's that?
No taking 3 joke?
Oh, where's the Taken 3 joke?
No,
Uh-oh.
it's the monologue.
I went 3 for 3.
Is that
Where's the
Bombalog
taken- I had one
or
good one.
Obama?
Wait a second. There was the Taken joke. Hold on. Where's the Taken 3
I
joke?
only submitted 1.
I know, and it was.
Did Doug actually
Did it make the
say
cut?
Obama
Where's
log?
it?
That's a sad
The
day.
Obama. I can't believe it's not in there. Alex Baccia, when he gets here, we'll read that one later.
We'll
though.
clear the air with
We'll clear the
Baccia.
air with that one. We'll clear the air with that. Oh, actually, here I'll read it for you, even though it's not in this one. The 3rd installment of the movie franchise Taken was released this weekend. Liam Neeson's character Brian Mills once again trying to protect and recover his kidnapped daughter. The only difference is this time Neeson is using his specific set of skills to recover his daughter from his enemies at Child Services. Mr. Mills, listen, we understand you have an amazing set of skills. However, parenting is surely not one of them. As far as Neeson's future project, it was reported he recently auditioned for the dad role in the upcoming film Home Alone 6. All right. Good joke.
You know, how many times can they go to the well on that?
Yeah, well,
That girl's been kidnapped, 3 times now? She's not that special.
we went to see Taken 3. I went and saw it. Actually, it wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah, but you're right. It's the same plot, same thing.
They say it's his last one, but
I doubt it. Yeah, you know what? You know why I say it's his last one? Because if you use last one, because if you use for it's basically Taken 4 without being called Taken 4. But he's with his son this time.
Walk Amongst the Tombstones was the other one.
Was that the next one coming out?
That was it. Just came out. Same
Okay.
plot, same everything.
It's the same exact thing, except it's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Worst
Liam, I tell you what.
father
It's,
ever.
it's,
He's making on these pictures.
he's what, Mom?
He's making a lot of money on these movies.
He sure
Yeah,
is.
and
really is,
he
Mom.
makes a killing in the movies and the ski slopes.
Did she say pictures?
Your dad could have done that role.
She said pictures, right?
She said pictures.
Yeah.
I said pictures.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Listen, Mom, real quick, we're gonna go through this because we gotta stay on schedule today. We got a lot of stuff. I wanna talk to you. We're gonna do the. I want to talk to you about a little issue with the gas prices, Ma. Now, I feel the lower the gas prices are, possibly, that the better it is for the economy. Now, you Republicans are saying the opposite.
Yes.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
That is absolutely not true.
It is absolutely true.
That is absolutely not true.
You and your Republicans are saying that we need to.
That is absolutely not true.
In order-
What the Republicans and me are saying is that the reason the gas prices are lower has nothing to do with that man in the White House.
Obama.
It has everything to
Go Obama.
do with the fact that we are producing our own gas and oil. And that is the reason why, bottom line, we need a pipeline so we can continue, because we're not buying from the Arab countries anymore, and that's why they're selling the barrels so low. So that is what the Republicans are saying.
Let me ask you a question, Mom. When in order to produce more oil and things like that, who has to give permission to these people? The president.
Who has to give permission?
The president does.
No.
So you know what? You know what amazes me?
So you're saying,
Here's
so what you're saying.
Here's what amazes me with you people. All right, and I mean you Republicans.
people.
Here's what amazes me: when
Yeah,
the guy does poorly, you're all over him, and when the guy does well, you're all over him. No one gave the guy any credit for capturing Osama bin Laden. The guy got no credit
How
at
could
all.
we give him any credit?
The guy
He
got
took
no
it all
credit.
himself.
The guy got no credit at all. All you do, you love to. This is the problem.
Did he actually catch them?
Did
he actually go out there in the field and capture him?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No, it was the SEALs that did it, right? The Navy SEALs.
Right.
So
Okay, along with everybody else.
He gave the okay.
Sure, which he had
That was
to.
all he did.
What do you mean? All he led.
And
He
that's
led.
absolutely,
He led.
Let's go
Why
back now. Let's go back to your gas theory.
And he also released the names,
If
and they're all
he's
dead now.
that has okay for the lower prices, then he's the person for the past 6 years that have kept the prices very, very high, isn't he? If you're saying he is the person.
They seem to be pretty high during Bush's presidency as well.
No, they weren't. They were
All right.
$1.79 a gallon.
Here we go. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to end that right now by just saying you're 100% wrong. Obama's doing a great job. Learn how to give him credit.
No,
Here we go. Now, how do you feel?
You have to have the last word.
Terrorist attack in France, Ma. I know you're a big fan of the French. How do you feel about the terrorist attack in France?
That was Obama.
How do I feel about it?
I mean,
I feel it was a horrible, horrible thing.
Sure.
And I feel the fact that this country has not done anything to support them.
What are we supposed to do?
Except mouth the words.
What are we supposed to do?
Why wasn't?
He wasn't in the picture.
Why was not the president or anybody in with every other person in that protest yesterday?
Why? Why help a country?
Ask me why.
Why help a country that historically has hated us? They would not let us go over.
Doesn't matter.
Wait. Every war that we've been involved, any confrontation, they don't let us fly over their area. They do nothing but do anything they can to ridicule us and talk badly about us. They were involved in spying against us. Why would we do anything to help them? Why?
We were spying against everybody.
But
Don't
why?
even go
Okay,
there.
but they never.
Because of the fact.
But they never help us.
Because bottom line
us.
is because. Are you done?
I am for now.
Okay, because bottom line is the fact that what they did in France, they're going to do here next.
They've already done it.
All get together.
They've already done it.
Tell me.
They've already done it.
They're going to do it again.
They've already done
They're
it.
going to do it again. Johnny, they're going to do it again. And the reason that your president did not go is because it's against the Islamic radicals. And he will not say anything against Islamic anything.
Do you really think that our president? Think about it. You really think that even your Republicans who hate this guy? Because here's the thing, Ma. You know when Elliot Spitzer got caught with the hooker. Let me finish. When Elliot Spitzer got caught with the hooker, let me finish. When he got caught with the hooker, it was due to the fact that he was set up by these guys who they put on watchdogs on this guy so they could find something wrong with him because he was coming in to clean up all those companies. That's what he was famous for. So think about it. If Obama was as bad as you say he is, why isn't there a group on this guy exposing every little thing about him?
Do I really have to tell you why?
You can't
Do
tell
I
me.
have to really tell you?
Tell him, Judy. Tell him.
He's not
Do I
exposing
have to
anything.
tell
You have
why?
to. You have to.
Now you calling me a racist because the man is black. Anybody says one word against him, everybody says,
That's
"Oh,
one.
it's
That's
because
100%.
he's black."
That's
And
100%
that is the
racist.
reason why
That's
nobody's
100%
against
racist.
him.
You know what,
See,
John?
Your true colors
Yep,
come
absolutely.
out. Your true colors
The
come out.
whole world-
100% racist.
The whole world was on this stage the other
100%
day,
racist.
Right.
and we weren't there.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
Eric Holder was
We're always there.
Eric Holder was in Paris.
Never there.
Didn't show.
Not
Didn't
these
show.
past 6 years.
Uh,
Not years. Not these 6 years.
100%
Don't
wrong.
go
Obama
there.
was
You're
watching
wrong
the
again.
games.
You're
He had
100%
zero
again.
on his
You're
calendar on Saturday and
You
Sunday.
are 100%
You're 100%
wrong
wrong,
again.
and you're
That's 2 for
all
2
right. Here's
for me.
what. You're 75% wrong and 100% racist. Here we go. All right.
No, okay,
Let's
yeah,
go.
right.
Let's
Okay.
talk about Chris Christie at the Cowboys game, Ma.
Oh, I love
Why do you now?
him.
you-
He has every right to be there.
Okay, but you're a Giants fan, or a Steelers fan. Why
I
would
don't
you,
care.
Why would you want Chris Christie?
I don't care.
Shouldn't he be out?
Because it's his team.
Shouldn't he be
That's
out?
That's his team. He's not like somebody we know that just jumps from team to team.
Hillary Clinton.
He does. They don't. He doesn't. He has loved this team. That's right. I'm talking about you.
Right.
You're right. And he's loved this team since he was a little boy. What's he supposed to do? Give up his allegiance to his team? I wouldn't
Well,
expect
and
him
let me tell
to.
you something. When there's a lot of issues going on in the state of New Jersey, and a lot of people can't afford to go flying around to go to a football game, I think he should be an example of the state that he
Oh
represents.
my God.
And stay
Oh
with.
my God.
'cause
Let me
know
tell
what?
you something.
Yours
If
only.
I-
You are only as strong as your weakest link. And if our weakest links are unable to do anything, how can there be a
Doug.
solidarity?
Doug.
All right.
You give me such a headache, Johnny.
Well-
I don't know where you came from. I swear to God, I must have found you on a doorstep and I forgot.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks it's 3 weeks in a row with that joke. 3 weeks in a row.
I'm just tired
It's
of
getting
it.
old. You got to come up with new shtick.
I still got laughs. I still hear people laughing. So
Tina
Doug
Marie.
Max says the same thing.
Tina Marie.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's right.
as long as I still get the laughs, I'll use it as often as I can.
All right, Ma. Well, listen, that's point counterpoint. My mother, again, she was wrong and exposed as a racist that she is. Okay. Without further ado, let's bring up our guest for the evening. Hey, this guy, I love this guy, first of all. A great, funny man. One of our very first guests at the Comedy Cove, who was going to be a part of our original show and then went off and had a baby instead. We worked together a few weeks ago, and Natty Bumpercar, everybody. Natty.
Yeah.
No.
Johnny, we lose a lot of guys to babies, don't we?
You know what's funny? We Anthony Crescenzo walked in here.
Yes.
It's like the radio show of Christmas past, isn't it? Like they're
I heard the chains.
yeah, they're all here. Look at Burlow's getting nervous. He's covering up the keyboard right there. Last time Anthony was here, like Burlow was like coming in all the time. You know, Burlow was like being regular. Remember, Burlow was regular, and Anthony was coming in once. He was going to the city and everything. And all of a sudden, Anthony comes into one night and just like, "All right, Burlow, I got it." And Burlow, "What? Well, you can't do that to me. That's my job." That's my job. And Burlow here, and what? Oh, did I just
What
go
happened?
out? I just went out. Oh, we okay?
You
Yeah,
pulled the
straight.
wire.
Anyway, yeah, it might have been me. Anyway, Natty,
That's the wire.
Don't squeeze it.
Yeah, don't touch the back of it.
all right, here we go. Natty, how are you, buddy?
I'm wonderful. How's everybody here doing?
We're excited. Very happy to have you.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me back.
It's always a pleasure, man. What's been going on with you since we last worked together? Which we did a fun show.
That was a fun show.
That was a good time.
Yeah. This fish, which was depressing.
I'm not a big.
I'm not either.
I'm not a big.
I'm not either. I was
No.
like back in the green room, and there's 3 plates of food, and couldn't touch a bit.
Yeah, it's almost like what's left over. Let's give it to these guys.
Yeah. I even tried because it was breaded. I tried to just gnaw some of the breading.
Right.
It was fishy.
It was.
I couldn't get around it. It was just fishy.
How's the family?
They're phenomenal.
Now, how many are part of the bumper cars now? How many bumper cars do we have?
There's a tiny one. I think his name is like Oliver. There's
Okay.
a less tiny one. I think his name is Emerson.
Emerson. That's Doug Max's kid.
What do you guys live in Chatham?
You have an Emerson?
I have an Emerson.
Wow. So he's a J Emerson, just the letter J and then Emerson.
No, I spell Emerson properly with the E. With the E.
Oh, here we
All right.
No, I mean, we have E's as well.
right.
Is this part of your ennui bit?
No, I have an Emerson.
How do you like it so
No,
far?
sorry.
mine
that's
is
just-
mine
that's
is 19. How old is your Emerson?
He's 5. And then we have an Oliver Cornelius.
Wow.
I've got 2
Wow.
of those.
Oliver
If
Cornelius.
you have a Dr. Zayas, I'm
I am-
running out of here.
Oliver Cornelius bumper car.
I have a weird thing. My Cornelius has been scratched lately. I have a hard time seeing. it.
Really?
Hello?
Oh.
Now,
no.
now,
Whose was that?
Who were you guys having at the time when you were going to be here?
When was that?
Like
How many
about-
years ago?
Well, we've only been here 3 years, so about 3 years. 3
that
years
was
ago.
probably Oliver.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you guys were that was the thing. You called me up. You wanted to start coming down.
Yeah.
And then either you had the baby or it was on its way. And then
About to have.
And
Yeah, that's. So, which comics here have children? You have. All right, and anybody?
Two that I know of.
That's the best conversation ever is when you're out in the club and you say, "Oh, my wife's pregnant."
Right.
And in normal society with humans, they would go, "That's great, congratulations." Right. But with comedians, it's like they get this 1,000-yard stare, and it's like you just died in their eyes.
Yes.
It's just like I'll never see him. Like Gerald Benford, you know him?
Yes.
I had this conversation with him, and it's just like. But you just got to keep going out there, playing.
You got to get out there amongst your schedule.
Show your pretty face.
Hey, at least you get material, right? You get material.
So much more material.
Yeah.
And people laugh at it, which is weird.
Right.
I'm not used to that. I don't like. I'm not comfortable.
You're not comfortable with the laughs.
I do not like it when I go into a room.
Right.
I like dead silence.
You like that?
Maybe a hiss or two.
Right.
Absolutely booze if I can get some of those.
That maybe Doug. How do you deal with the silence? You get it a lot. How do you get any advice?
I'm always complimented because it tells me people are listening. To
listening.
Me.
Okay, excellent. See,
wow,
Doug,
that was very
that's
Keep telling yourself that, Doug.
That's the beauty of
you're on wheel. Just grow.
That's on wheel. That's the beauty of Doug. He could take a.
You haven't seen my true beauty yet.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Please, God, let that be a horse he owns.
Foreshadowing?
Now,
wait, just for the
no one's
Hollywood just swung and missed twice.
Yeah,
and
no one's paying attention.
Okay, I was very exciting. I was just wondering when it was all going to avalanche back over this way.
He'll write it down to mid-cap review.
And then Johnny Hollywood said,
"No, Doug, do your Johnny Hollywood."
And then Johnny Hollywood said, "It was brilliant.
Right.
I was brilliant."
It's the worst. It's the worst. It's not even close.
Well,
get him a razor.
See, you don't sound like you. You want to work on you.
Get him a razor.
Like this.
You have to put your chin out a little bit more.
You gotta sound like this.
So, Natty, how long have you been doing stand-up now?
Forever. As far as I can tell, literally for my first joke, it was a blue joke, and when I was with some people and I pointed, and I just said dirt. And it was my first dirty joke, and then after that, I turned it around. And I only wear clean from now on.
Now, if someone was to ask you, because you have a very unique style, I can't describe it. When people talk to you about, let's say someone wants to hire you, and they say, "What type of?" Because you always get that as a comic. Like, what do they say? Well, what style are you? What do you do? How do you define or tell people about what you do?
Tangential is a good word. Energetic, engaging, off the cuff, a little improv sometimes. Silly. Yeah, I think silly is
definitely
good. Yeah. Silly. Hopefully fun. I mean, like even not a lot of structure all the time,
right.
but always hopefully enjoyable.
Well, Scott and I were talking about you the other night. We just say you're always funny, you're always fun, you're always a good guy. So it comes across that way. You come across as very likable, and do a great job.
Thank you very much. My whole theory is if it wasn't fun, there's no point in doing it. Like, right. If even if you go to people say crappy open mics or crappy places, whatever, you still got to carve out your fun. Otherwise, why are you going to drive the half hour? Whatever.
It's interesting. Like Wednesday night, Gene has the open mic here, and you see guys like Chips Cooney who comes here and works stuff out. And it's always interesting when you hear people talk about, I don't want to go to an open mic. I don't know. But if you watch Chips, the way he works the open mic, he comes and he works it. Johnny, same thing. The guy's got experience. But Chips, the guy doesn't need to come to an open mic.
It's a batting cage.
It's a batting cage.
Yeah.
But he's working on.
Absolutely.
But when he comes here, he works on his act. It's not like there's nothing thrown away. He comes. I mean, that's what I feel. A lot of people with these open mics, they abuse them. They waste time. They go up there. They do complete, let me talk to my friends with the inside jokes. It's a waste of time. If you don't even, it's not even worth it being on stage if you're going to do that, and you, on the other hand, you attack it with professionalism. And
I think it's a short-sightedness. It happens a lot with younger people, especially, who, like, once you get a little bit up in years, you realize you're going to die at some point soon, probably. And
here.
Which I'm very excited about because I am so tired all the time. But the thing is like, you got to take every opportunity you have, and you got to use it to the best of its potential because you don't know if you're going to get back out there.
Right.
So you might as well swing for the fences.
I would say that every morning I wake up.
Swing for the fences?
Am I going to be back here again?
Oh, that's funny. Hey, Scott, Steve, real quick, let's get my mother back up here. I forgot about her. There you are, Ma.
Oh, of course you forgot about me. Of course you forgot about me.
There you go. Hold on, Ma.
Natty,
There
can you talk a little bit about your animation, your
Forgot about
you got
me.
this whole world
Of course you
going
forgot
on
about
with
me.
the pig.
Oh,
and all.
yeah.
Like we would definitely be remiss if we didn't mention that.
There she is. Yeah, I live in this fun place called Coffee Can Alley, and I live in headquarters there. We got this cool superhero team called the Adjusters. And wait, what just happened to your mom? She just had a. Oh, she's talking about the dishwasher. I'm laying out my whole world, and she's just.
She lives in her own world too.
She's in her own world. Don't worry.
But you know, all of my stuff kind of goes out from there. What was it? 22 years ago, I was in school for being for a painter. For a moron. No, to be a painter.
Right.
And all my paintings and everything were from Coffee Can Alley. And then from there, just like everything I write, all the jokes, it's all from there. And what he was saying as far as like having the kids, I moved away from that stuff a little bit because it's just to be a little bit more relatable. And so what I do now is I try to tell stuff about the kids, whatever, and then I'll come in and I'll talk about a pig or a dragon or a unicorn.
You do a lot of I don't want to say obscure characters, but I'll just say that because I can't think of a better word. But your act is very, it's very visual, but it's just like, you got the characters, you got the pig, right? You have the pig, right?
Oh yeah, I got
here.
The
pig is here.
I think is esoteric the word. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like esoteric.
I was just sitting with that guy excited for this. Chips, you're a magician, right? This is my friend Pig.
Illusionist.
He's got a friend who's a magician.
A moose. She's a moose.
He's a cow. This is his pig. He doesn't do much.
His first pig on the show.
Is this the first pig in the show?
Not really.
We have a joke for that. We'll hold off.
Nope. Should he talk? I don't know.
Sure, let him talk.
Hey, everybody, it's me. I'm Pig. I don't usually come out so much. This is weird for me. I only do this at home in front of my kids. So it's you?
It's okay with me.
You ain't listening, huh?
I'm listening.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
I always feel sorry for you that everybody loves pork.
What?
Except for Doug.
A lot of people say when I come on stage I'm too much of a ham. Is that what you're doing? No, what? It tastes delicious. Are you kidding me? Just don't eat it. I eat fake ham, faux ham. It's delicious.
You got me looking at this thing like it's real.
Well, it is. It talks. It's talking to you. Right now, this is the Chips and Pig show.
Now, Natty.
Oh,
Natty,
sorry.
Natty, does anybody ever attack you when you do that?
No, seriously, he doesn't come on. This is why I can't look at anyone right now. It's weird.
Get the hyena.
I wish I had some sunglasses on because I don't want to look at people.
Later on, maybe we'll get you and introduce you to a person we know, Doug Lassie. Maybe we'll just introduce you to her later.
Is he a
and
dog?
Iggy.
He's a dog, all right.
Oh.
Can hang out with Iggy.
Yeah, Iggy. You got
Iggy
Iggy.
looks pissed.
Iggy, look at Iggy's all upset. He's like,
He's really getting mad.
yeah, Iggy's.
There's a puppet back there.
Everybody wants to get to
Iggy
the
will
act.
later.
And he's with a dummy. No, that's that joke they do. I heard him. I don't know. I'm just a pig.
What else? What other characters you got? Natty,
Pig.
what else you do? Goodbye, Pig. Thank you.
I mean, like, I've got cartoons. You're talking about cartoons, and I make cartoons, and I have a dog named Doodle Poodle, and he's a poodle. And did your mom just sigh? The loudest sigh ever.
My mother forgets that the camera's on her.
That's the new bomb sound.
She's aggravated. Get this puppet guy off.
Is this moron gonna
No,
stop?
Like, when we get
that's not a show.
she's like, when are we gonna fight again?
No more explosions. Just,
I want to talk about politics again.
Oh my God.
I'm happy there's lower gas prices. I don't care where they came from.
That's right.
It
Exactly.
makes me buy more.
Obama.
Very happy.
There you go.
So you do a lot of drawing cartoons?
I'd make cartoons, and so there's a character named Doodle Poodle, and he's poodle, and he likes to draw.
Right.
And I watch.
It sounds a lot like this. Oh, hi, everybody. It's me, Doodle Poodle. It sounds a little bit, I don't know, tipsy. But anytime you talk to him, he's like, hey, I'm going to go make a doodle.
See, my opinion is
This is a clean show, Natty.
you know how committed you got to be. I could never do a character like, because if it didn't work, I would be like, somebody blow my brains out. You know,
Yeah.
like I couldn't. I couldn't do. I don't have the guts to do that.
I don't do that on stage very much. Like I have my little bumper podcast every week, and all the characters come out there.
Oh, did you want to plug that? Go ahead, Natty.
Okay, yeah, yeah, look at that. Every Wednesday,
Get that shoehorn out.
The best 5 minutes of your life. No, it's my little podcast. Where's my website? You seem like you went to my website. I'm very happy with it.
I did, but you don't know where your website is?
I know. I was looking for you to say it, so I didn't have to plug myself.
I forget.
Because you have a much better voice than me.
Oh, I don't know, nattybumpercar.com.
Look at you with this
Hey!
gold star. Over
Yeah,
there.
home run.
Isn't that great? Natty, you a big fan of sports?
More so than I wish I was.
Why is that?
Because they make me hate life.
Well,
You must be a Met
We
fan.
this week, this weekend was the playoffs, right?
I do.
Big thing, and we have our very own Brian Einerson on sports, and Brian Einerson, I think. How can we describe Brian?
Happy.
Very
happy,
gay.
very
Very
happy,
gay.
But
happy.
And I love Brian. He
Beautiful.
really doesn't care about the sport. It's Brian Einerson with the sports. Everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Johnny, and members of the Johnny Watson Show.
Hi, Brian.
This is Brian. I'm reporting for sports today, and in the KFC Championship, my boys, the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, my boys were destroyed by the Green Bay Packers. Let me tell you something about the Green Bay Packers. They're green and yellow. They look like little viruses running after the Cowboys. Little bits of phlegm. Yeah, phlegm is green and yellow. Do you really want them going all the way to the supermarket? No, they're sick. They are sick individuals, and now they have a chance to play either the Denver Broncos or the Colts. Yes, and most people that I know are rooting for the Denver Broncos because they're from the Bronx. And it's going to be a intense game, like most football games are. Oh my, turn the channel back. Was that, that's Jennifer Aniston. Oh, it's the Golden Globes. Oh my gosh, she looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh my God! You know the Golden Globes are the gay playoffs. They say the Oscars are the gay Super Bowl or supermarket. But the Golden Globes are definitely the gay playoffs. Oh wow! I hope she wins. Talk about teams. Team Aniston. Go Team Aniston. I hope she wins a Golden Globe for Cake. It's her new movie. They say this is the movie she has a chance of winning an Oscar. I'm much better with reporting about Oscars and Jennifer Aniston. This football is it's a challenge. I think Scott Brennan or Alex Botcher would be better suited.
Brian
I'm
Einerson.
just saying.
He was good.
Brian Einerson with the sports.
Wow. Very good.
Natty, you felt like you learned anything?
I feel like I learned that your mother loves him and would rather I not be here.
Breaking sports news, by the way. John Fox out as Denver Broncos coach.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The Broncos got a new coach?
The Broncos got a new coach.
He wanted to get out of Brooklyn, man. He's going down to Queens. I don't know.
Wow, that's
Cool.
terrible. That's terrible.
He'll be with Brian.
I can't believe. Maybe he'll be the Jets' new coach. Could be, right?
Could
Maybe
be.
so.
Maybe the Atlanta.
Oh man.
And maybe they'll learn how to catch the ball. Or they'll learn how to call the right play.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. I mean, I don't care.
I
to be
hope
honest
so.
with you.
I
I
think-
could care less. To be honest with you, whoever wins. My team's doing well. The New England Patriots are hanging out, and my Packers.
Never was a New England fan.
Well, see, I'm a Packer fan. I'm a Packer fan until they lose, and then we'll see who's out there.
Oh my God!
Well, this is the way it goes, Ma. That's why you'll never see me throwing a kid
You
out a
said it
window.
right on Facebook.
You'll never see me throwing a kid out a window because my team didn't win. My team always wins. Isn't that beautiful? Natty, let me ask you, Nat, are you a cold weather guy, warm weather? You do any activities you guys do?
Warm weather.
Well, like warm weather?
Yeah, I'm from the South.
Where are you from?
Georgia.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Where in Georgia?
I was born in a place called Macon, which is right
Macon, Macon, sure.
the heart of Georgia.
Sure.
Oliver Hardy.
Oliver Hardy. Really?
Wow. Oliver Hardy?
How do you know that?
Now, I performed in Valdosta, Georgia. Yep.
My dad might live in Valdosta.
Right by the Swanee River, in the Swanee River over there somewhere.
That's a song. I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's a real
I think it's right there.
Swanee River.
That's as far as I can go.
You don't know where your dad lives?
I've got ideas.
Trust me, I don't know where my dad lives.
I was going to say, it's a theme here.
But listen, let's check. You know what we should do right now, because we are talking about the weather. Let's check in with Allie, the weather girl.
Absolutely.
See what this weather holds for. So the youngest, cutest weather girl in the land. Here she is.
Tomorrow it will be sunny, highs only reaching into the mid-20s.
Wow.
On Wednesday and Thursday it will be partly cloudy, highs in the low to mid-30s. Tomorrow it will be so far the weekend looks good. And Thursday, lots of sun and temperatures going into the low 40s by Sunday.
Nice.
Nice.
That's your weather with Allie.
Thank you.
All right.
Wow, that was
All right, Allie. Having a heat weekend.
Nice job.
My
favorite part of the
She sounded like a little woman.
Yeah.
Did great.
Easy.
This is great. Well, nice job, Allie. Damn.
Great job.
Good job, Allie.
You know, from Georgia, it's really close to Florida.
Oh.
It's very near.
What's in Florida?
Are you? Did you guys go to Florida a lot when you were growing up?
Yeah.
We just actually got the state of Florida, who likes our show.
The entire state?
Well, the whole
The travel section.
The whole state kind of likes our show, and they want to advertise with us. And,
This is our first ad.
This is our first ad for.
We reached out to them. They sent us a little travel package.
They sent us a travel packet, of course, which I can't find right now. And
Of course.
of course.
Else is no.
And, all right, well, keep it up. Be hanging up on you too. How did we get these guys?
You said, you basically told everyone we need some advertising for the show, so we reached out to a travel agency, and they're looking for spots on different states and cities in the country, and they sent this little 4-minute clip here.
Now, are you
very interesting?
Are you a big fan of Florida? Anybody a fan of Florida?
Oh, I love Florida.
Keep talking, Scott.
Yeah.
What are they known for? Orange juice?
This might be. You know what? I tell you, I am a big fan of, and I'm glad that you went out and got Florida for us. And might as well plug.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cold out here.
We got to make some money for the
let's
show.
Go to Florida.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Florida, the Sunshine State. Florida is your #1 destination for your ideal vacation. In Florida, we have something for absolutely everyone.
Me too?
Beaches, beaches, beaches. Hey. Enjoy those incredible beaches with soft sand, warm water, and beautiful sunsets. From South Beach to Miami, there's a bit of sunny paradise for everyone. And guys, think about those beautiful ladies. The beach is not your thing? Well, take a quick trip to one of our thrilling theme parks. Both Universal Studios and Disney World are sure to tickle your fancy.
I want to go on the
Here you'll experience thrilling rides, expensive tickets, talking mice, and middle-aged men wearing goofy t-shirts. Florida is loaded with amazing things to do. Nightlife and art and shopping, oh my! Enjoy the sights, enjoy the sun, and even enjoy a piece of our mouth-tingling key lime pie. Right, Brian Iverson?
Hi, Johnny.
It's your thing? Of course it's not. Which is why there's no reason to waste time watching any of our putrid sports teams. Go Dolphins! Yes! Florida.
You know where I could score some meth?
Other than our amazing entertainment and things to do, the best part of Florida is our people.
Sure is, son.
Let's review some of our amazing people that have come out of Florida in just this past calendar year. Meet Mr. Alberto Felipe, a man who bit his neighbor's ear off because he refused to give him a cigarette. Florida, Florida, Florida. Meet Mr. John Harper, age 46, a man who drank 5 gallons of vodka and lived to tell about it. Floridians are determined. Oh, and how can we forget Miss Darlene Danahy, age 40, who hit her husband in the face with a spatula and threw his chicken into a nearby swimming pool. We are animal lovers here in Florida. Florida! Screw the other 49 states. Florida, you have the freedom to do whatever you like. Just ask Mr. Fernando Aguilera, who on December 17th tried to trade an alligator for beer. Genius! Anything goes in Florida. People are determined. Just ask Mr. 40-year-old Stephen Grady, who's facing charges for beating his daughter for 40 straight minutes to the tune of Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines. Experience the supernatural, the unknown in Florida. Just ask 41-year-old David Allen Jensen, who tried to break into a hotel because zombies were chasing him. Come see the Florida zombies, people. Florida, where not only do we showcase our moral compass, but we also have unique spirituality. Just as Robert Mackey and Paul Trucchio, who after committing murder, threw a head into the Everglades and soon prayed to the alligator god that he would eat the remains. Praise reptile Jesus. Praise him. So if you're planning your next vacation, please make Florida your first choice. Florida is a blast. Just as Florida resident George Zimmerman.
Stand your ground.
Florida, the Sunshine State, where bath salts are free.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, wow, huh? Wow. Florida.
I want to go there.
I just... What?
What's that, Ma?
It's Judy Headroom, everybody.
What, Ma?
It makes me want to. It makes me want to go to Florida.
It makes me want you to go to Florida. As
I
well.
know that. Well, then buy me a ticket and I'll go.
Maybe I can get you one with Mr. George Zimmerman.
It makes me want to go to Florida.
So here's the thing. We
I know that. Well,
we
then
just got a
buy
call.
me a ticket and I'll go.
Why does this thing keep going out on me?
The wire's shorted.
Well, it better not be. It's $500. What do you call it? We just got a call that Bill Cosby canceled.
Oh.
Oh, you're kidding.
He's in a little.
He's afraid.
He canceled, and he will not be here on the show. But he said he will reschedule for next week. So,
Okay.
I know those of you who are
You're
wanted
kidding.
to. Well, we do have Anthony Crescenzo, who's pushing something. Anthony, you want to come up and push something real quick?
Come on, Anthony. Push it.
You want to sit in Doug's
Push
chair
it
for a
real
second?
good.
Doug, can you give Anthony your seat for a second, Doug?
Not if he doesn't, as long as he doesn't talk in my mic.
Oh, just be quiet. Will you go cry? Take your mic and go home.
This?
Take your mic and go home.
What do you
Stomp your foot and cry a little.
Why do you tolerate this?
Take your mic and go home. Good. Hey, Anthony, how are you?
Good.
Good.
See, I don't always steal your stuff. How you doing? Yeah, how's it going?
You want to put your headset on?
Yeah.
There we go.
Reverend of the board over here.
Anthony.
The beauty of Anthony is he only needs one side of that headset.
You know, him and Doug could share a headset.
It sounds mono for some reason.
They could actually share a headset, him and Doug. You're both in the same ear? Okay. Well, whatever disease it is, I want to give a lot of money to not finding the cure. Okay. So, guys, Anthony, how you been, buddy?
Pretty good.
It's been a long time since you have been with us.
Yeah, I know. I see
Anthony
you found a
Crescenzo.
replacement for me.
Yeah, well, he's been amazing, and you paved the way for him. You showed him the tricks of your trade, and he's filled done a remarkable job, Michael Burlow. But you, Anthony, were a phenomenal participant on the show for a while. You were our first sound guy here.
Yeah.
And you came, and then you moved into the city, and you were doing a lot of stuff in the city, so it was very hard for you to get here. But great to see you, and you're here because you got some stuff going on. What's happening?
All right, there's a few events. One of them, and I'm hoping that I'm saying the name of the location right. Tomorrow night, we're gonna start a new project that I'm doing. I have like a bunch of projects that are all tied together for a network, but what I'm doing with certain clubs is. Right now on Tuesday, I got told that I'm emceeing the Grill in Little Ferry.
Awesome, good for you.
With Bill and the puppet.
Right. Wow.
So that'll be
awesome.
That'll be nice. What I'm actually going to do out of it though is, like I know a lot of comics go down there, so I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's run a contest because that's what I like to do. I don't like to do things like, oh, we'll just run a little. Like I like doing everything as an event.
Right.
So the best comic of the night.
Uh-huh.
And hopefully that means that people bring some people because that would be nice because we don't want to be telling jokes just to each other.
Right.
Best comic of the night is going to get a spot at my show at Greenwich Village.
What's your pay?
Very nice. Very nice. Excellent.
On the 28th of...
What's it pay down at Village?
We'll see how much it pays.
We'll see. I know what that means.
It pays when I'm going to make it
I'm thinking nothing.
How much does he do on the Johnny
Generally,
Watson show?
I generally give anywhere from $10 to $20, or it depends on how much people bring in because I'm pretty good about splitting a tab with the comics. This way they can make some money too.
Excellent.
That's the way.
Look at Doug Max writing it down right away.
Doug,
no, tomorrow night. At the
Doug,
you got to bring 5, Doug.
Comic. He said best comic.
Best comic. Work on it.
Not work.
Do you have a third runner-up?
You only have a day, Doug.
Just spot at the laundromat.
Well, we also have a dead last place if you want to apply for that.
And Anthony's always up for a drive.
If you want to drive me and pay for my meal, then we'll talk about that. There's actually a few events that I have over here. Then you have that one I was talking about over at Greenwich Village. That's going to probably wind up being the last project that I do with Al Martin's company, which I've had a good relationship with them. It just happens to be that I got a better deal from Eastville, so we're going to do shows every other week over at Eastville.
Jumping ship?
It's the way it is. You make more money.
It's business, right? Nothing personal, it's business.
No, well, the thing is that I've been working a lot over at Comic, so I work with a lot of the better comics over there. And Jordan Rock was talking to me one night, and he goes, hey, look, I know you're starting to do some stuff with Eastville. I was like, yeah. He goes, want to do something together? And I'm like, yeah.
There you go.
He goes, I'll do any shows you want. I'm like, all right, let's do that. So I'm going to get Chris Rock's little brother, Jordan Rock. He's going to be involved with things for me over at Eastville. And then there's like, okay, so this is why I really wanted to talk about these two things in particular. If you happen to be out in West Jersey, west of here, significantly northwest of here, and I'm saying that's just so I don't get in trouble, me and Vic DiPotetto are doing the Stanhope House on the 31st.
Oh, the 31st?
Yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't worked with Vic.
Who else is on that show?
Over a year. Honestly, I never pay attention who the MC is.
Okay. Gotcha.
All I know is I'm featuring and Vic's on the show.
Excellent.
They asked me to do that after anyway. Johnny saw what happened with Judy Gold. I walked off stage like Kevin Spacey, thinking I was like, it could have been better. And he's like, no, I got it recorded.
Right.
I don't think it could have gone better.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
So they asked me to do that, and then we're gonna see if they get Michael Shea, then they're gonna have me open for Michael Shea as well.
There you go.
But we're gonna see about that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is this is important to the comics more than anything else. Me and, if anybody knows Jelly King and Jolie King,
Oh, yeah.
we've been working for a network, and the network is having a little issue getting more talent. So through these shows, I'm trying to get the talent booker to come down and check out the comics over there. And Jelly's emceeing a show called Comedy Cage, which I'm a part of, and through that, we'll get more stuff. And I'm approaching them about doing other projects that are not so comedy related, but they are looking for more people. I was hoping that I was going to be able to get on the phone with them before this show tonight, but I'm trying to jump on any podcast I can to let everybody know about that and what's going on at Cabana and Greenwich.
Well, there you go. All right.
This way everybody knows about it. And this is for Gene. The 21st, he keeps asking me if I can work here. I'm already here as the MC. So the 20th and 21st of, what is it, February? I'll be emceeing over here with, I love this guy, by the way, Bob DeBono.
Yeah, Bob's a great guy.
I just went to go see him, I just went to go see him on.
Judy's not a big Bob DeBono
I'm
fan.
looking at something here. Just
Apparently,
go
my mother
talk.
doesn't like Bob DeBono.
Not such a fan, huh?
Oh my
No, I'm looking at something that was just sent to me. Just go.
Save that for Joe Matarese.
Mom. All right, guys.
It'll be a lot
Go
of fun.
ahead. So you give it Bob's a great guy.
Kevin Hall's opening.
No comment.
Well, Anthony, sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on, man.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So the move for you has been good into New York.
Yeah, I haven't been mugged yet. That's been
Good.
nice.
Well, that's excellent.
And the only other weird thing that I had today was I got told by iHeartRadio that I have to change my driver's license because all my mail's going to New Jersey and they don't like that.
Okay.
So you already know that I work for iHeartRadio.
I didn't know.
Oh, okay. I've been working for iHeartRadio for like about a year and a half.
Oh, well, thanks for telling the show. We appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Is that good, John?
It's okay.
It's not bad.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
They want
but
him
it
to change
sounds
his
good.
mail.
Well,
it's a commitment.
At least he's getting mail.
Well, they told me that
I'm completely paperless. as mean I don't pay. That's my paperless.
Well, what they told me is that I have to get my license and everything else into New York, so this way they can mail me the checks over there. And I spent the entire day at the DMV today because they said, no, you can't just have it sent to your address. You need a new license. So today I officially became a resident of the state of New York.
Well, congratulations.
Wow.
No sales taxes love you. Natty Bumpercar, did Pig ever have to wait in line at the DMV?
No, they never.
They never
let him drive. You can't see over the.
You can't see over the
steering
steering wheel.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, Anthony, sounds like things are going great for you, and that's terrific. I mean, I heard the Judy thing John was talking about, and that's great. That's awesome. That's why you stay in the city. Stay in the city. That's why you stay there and get seen and good for you, man. Keep up the good work and everything.
Well, hopefully, eventually, I'll wind up getting a house back here in New Jersey because a house in Manhattan is ridiculously expensive.
Yes. I've been thrown out of several. So.
Wow.
More to come.
More to come.
All right.
All right, cool. Now, what we got? Anthony, thank you. Who do we got on there? Anthony Cavzenzo, everybody. Anthony, come back and see us, man. Don't be a stranger.
Wow.
We got do we have a?
We have callers on line, and we have Get Your Motor Running coming up.
Okay. Do we have
We have the caller from I'm Down With That on it.
Is that the owner? The owner? Okay, let's go right to that. Let's go right to Natty. This is gonna be interesting because you're a man who's married.
Yeah.
And not everybody gets love. Not everybody finds love, but people are searching for it. And I think a lot of the group that has maybe the hardest time in finding love, and they're often alienated against, are the let's say the special needs people, the handicap. You never whenever you think of Match.com and things like that, you never hear of anything until recently. We have I guess we're blessed with the owner operator of the new dating site called for special needs people called I'm Down With That.
Whoa.
Hello, sir. Are you on the line?
Hello, please. Yeah, it's. Are you down with me?
Are you
That's what it
Are you
is,
down with me?
John.
Are you down with me? I'm sorry. How are you tonight?
Ruthless Rich.
I'm good. How are you, Johnny? Yay!
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. It is a thrill to have you on the line. And now tell us a little bit about your organization, please.
Well, Johnny, yay! We have a game that we play when we listen to your show. Every time someone says Johnny, we say yay. Yay!
Oh.
So what we do?
Yes.
I was working at the local Target department store.
Right.
And I couldn't find anybody to go on dates with me or to go to dances or cotillions or anything.
Why not?
And it was because people just weren't down with me.
They weren't down with you.
Yeah, I was belonging to a site before I started up my own. It was called Go to the Prom with Your Mom.
Oh, okay.
And it just didn't have, yeah. It didn't have
just didn't have the same ring. Right, didn't have a hit.
And it was just a bunch of guys going to the prom with their mom.
No, not a fun time.
So I had a really... No, it wasn't fun. I would go to the prom with your mom. No,
well, it's interesting. My mother actually went to a prom last year, which I thought was disgusting. But anyway, so it was go to the prom with your mom. That did not work out. So you said, "Hey, I need to take this into my own feeble hands."
Yes, I had a very good year last year. The year beforehand, we could you could count up to the amount of people that we had. You could count up to potato.
Potato.
Like 2 years ago.
So-
Now we have like you could count up to fire truck. We have so
What comes
many
before
people
potato?
joining.
Well, that sounds great. It sounds like so. It sounds doing well. Can you? Are there? I mean, you know, people.
We hit our 1 millionth. We hit our 1 millionth member 2 months ago. It was a woman, Mrs. Bumpercar.
Mrs. Bumpercar, excellent. So she's
not too long ago. It was our 1 millionth.
Wow, that's it. Mrs. Bumpercar was your 1 millionth person.
Interesting to find out.
That's great. That's
1 million.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
now,
so she won the free day. Yes, John.
now tell
Yay!
us. Now tell us about some of the success stories. Can we talk about that?
Well, John, I have brought with me on the phone some of my success stories that you can find out for yourself for people to join. Are you down with me?
Okay. I believe we have. Is Mandy on the line? Is that Mandy?
It looks like we have 2 callers coming in, I think.
Mandy and Andrew. Mandy, are you there?
Mandy, Andrew?
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
And
Mandy, Andrew.
Andrew, that's me, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome to the Johnny Watson Show.
I don't see it.
Well, you can just listen. So, Andrew, tell us about your dating success. Now you're with I'm Down With Me.
I got down.
You got down. Andrew, ad-libbing's not your strong point at I'm Down With Me, is it? But that's okay. We're gonna get you cranked up to speed here, Andrew. Now, Andrew, how long have you been with this very unique dating site?
I started not 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Joe told me. Joe told me.
Joe told you.
Yeah, we worked together at Target. We did a swap-a-roo. He went to the prom with my mom, and I went to the prom with his mom.
Oh.
But that was a while ago.
Wow,
yeah.
that's a great double date you and you two.
Johnny, there's someone else on the line.
Oh, we have someone else
it
on the line?
wasn't.
Hold on. We have another person?
No good.
Is this Mandy? Mandy, are you on the line?
Hello, this is Mandy.
Hi, Mandy. How are
Hello.
you? Welcome to the Johnny Watson Show. Yay! Now,
My name is Mandy.
Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Now, Mandy, are you part of the? You're with I'm Down With Me dating site, and how long have you been a part of the site?
For 3 weeks, 2 days, and 7 hours.
Wow, that's awesome. And are you? How you doing? Did you get any dates?
I am officially down with love. I found a boyfriend.
You got a boyfriend. Is it Andrew?
No.
So it's not Andrew. Now, Mandy, what was your dating life like before I'm Down With Me came into your life?
I was on a website called Last Resort Dating.
Last Resort Dating.
And
So was
see
Doug.
Doug's profile?
Did they have a J-date version of that, Mandy? Just curious.
I was on Last Resort, and then I thought, no, I want love like my love, and then I found Down With Me, and I am down with me.
Well, listen, Mandy, we are down with you too. In fact, so down, we're going to let all three of you go here in a second. And I want to tell you something. I don't care what anybody says about you guys, your conditions. I don't care. Listen, you have your own Olympics, and that's important to me. I want you to know that. I'm glad that you guys are. I'm glad you guys are finding love. And in fact, I think it's a great idea. My mother's all for the handicap dating because whenever my mother hangs out with a handicap, she knows she's going to go right to the front of the line, and that's important for my mother. So listen.
Is your mother special too?
She's
You sound special.
my mother's special. I'll tell you that. So special. But listen, everybody. I want to thank you guys. And Joe from I'm Down With Me. Where can people sign up? Now, Joe, can anybody sign up? Do people say maybe they just want to date your type of people? Do they have to worry about that? Can anybody jump on this line, or does it have to be a specific mixed up gene?
Well, it's funny that you should ask that question, Johnny, but when we're doing the pre-screening, a friend of your place, of his show, Mr. Doug Max called and said
Max
he
did call.
wanted to date one of my friends. He said he likes movies like The Other Sister and things like that, and he wanted to come and feel people's boobies, he said.
Well, let me tell you something. Doug Max is right up your alley. He's about to have another child, and he's going to name it Sam. So he's right up your alley.
Son of.
My name's Bill.
I am Sam. I love that movie. I am Sam.
Thank
I am Sam.
you. Only you people would get that. No one else on the crew got it. Well, listen, Joe and Mandy and Andrew, we want to thank you all for calling in. And listen, I'm glad. I know it was a struggle just to dial for you people, so I really appreciate it. We will see you all again, and thank you very much. I'm down with me, everybody.
Wow,
I'm
that
down
was
with me.
great.
That was terrific.
We couldn't get radio?
Well, maybe he's next.
We got clear the air or get your money running.
Let's go. Clear the air real quick.
All right.
Clear the air. Tina
Marie, step on up.
Tina Marie. Now, anybody who saw this episode last week, that was the inaugural episode of Clear the Air. Natty, can Tina Marie come
Some
with
of
you
us
over
dodged
here?
a bullet that day.
Let Tina Marie. And what this is the segment, and we could say, right, that we clear the air. We've had grievances with the crew and some complaints amongst each other, and sometimes you feel uncomfortable to talk about it, But now we get it. Tina said, "Hey, let's clear the air," and so here we go. Clear the air. What's that?
So what, are we starting already?
Yeah, clear.
Yes,
clear
you're
the
up.
air,
Clear the air,
honey.
Tina.
Does anybody here have any grievances they want to air out?
Well, I'm sure we do.
I mean, I'm going to allow someone else to go first this time.
Tina, I think you should go first. It is
Always you, Tina.
You think I should go first?
I think
Go first.
All right, I
Light the
really want to
fire.
know, Johnny, what the heck is with this bombalog thing?
Well, I didn't get a chance to play because it would have taken all day. There's about 9 jokes in there, and all the bombalog is just jokes that didn't cut the mustard, that just didn't get in there. And
why did I inspire that?
Well, because that last joke that I said that was very wordy and very run-on,
Yeah.
that was a very long joke, and we thought that was definitely not going to make it. So I thought to myself, let's go out, let's form a bombalog that whoever jokes don't get in there, we'll decide, and we'll just throw a couple out just to show. Not just you. There was everybody had one in there. It wasn't just you.
Oh, but you only highlighted mine.
Because I consider you a leader.
A leader.
That's why. You're a leader
In bombing.
A leader in the
No,
bombing.
not bombing.
Wow.
You're a leader.
Wow.
So Tina, let's get some grievances out
Look
there.
how happy Doug is.
Doug is happy.
Now,
Doug looks a little concerned this week. Are you upset, Doug?
He's constipated.
I'm going to wait and listen.
You're going to wait and listen?
To do, yes.
Doug, I'm really upset with you this
I've
week,
learned
Doug.
to be on edge. I've learned to be on
Doug,
edge.
I'm really
here.
upset with you this
'Cause I
week
never know
because I
what's gonna
texted you
happen.
all weekend and you didn't reply.
wow.
I told. Didn't you hear the beginning of the show? I was living with my ennui.
I don't even know what that is. Is that French for?
It's French angst. So
French
it's not
angst.
it's not like done as well as the Germans do angst.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like angst light.
Well, why were you depressed all weekend?
Because I'm lonely and sad.
Oh.
And here I am trying to text you to let you know about open mics, and you're ignoring me.
Any chance of suicide?
Oh,
I didn't say it there.
No.
Well, actually, there's a very
We're
good
here to
chance
clear the
because
air.
I have a prescription for a drug that will increase my suicidal symptoms.
Oh, well, why don't you double that?
And help me.
Hope springs eternal.
And help me quit smoking.
Thank God for the pharmacies.
So if I kill myself, the smoking problem will take care of itself.
Okay, all right. So that's do we have anybody else have any grievances or anybody got anything?
I have a theory.
What is that?
I have a theory that there may be a little bit of a love connection going on
You
on
think
this
so?
show.
Why do you say
I think
that?
so.
Why do you say that?
I just noticed a lot of endless communication between 2 cast members on the show,
Okay.
all the time through social media.
Okay.
They're sitting. They happen to be sitting here, 1-2 seats to the left.
Oh,
Mr. Doug Max.
Okay.
Wow.
One diagonal to me, Miss Tina Marie. I just seem to know.
Are you pointing at Natty?
No.
So you're
I
saying
love Natty, but
So you're saying that
You're
Tina
looking
Marie
very,
and Doug,
very
you think
nice
they have
tonight, Natty.
they have a love connection?
I think there's something there. You know what spawned this was that
Wow.
3-hour mystery conversation they had, and we still got nothing revealed last week
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Interesting.
That 3-hour mystery conversation was about you, Scott.
Oh, good. What was it
Interesting.
about? Facial hair?
Yeah.
So,
Doug really digs your facial hair.
So does Brian Anderson.
You can only have one love.
Do we have a caller on the line?
Yeah.
Caller? We have a caller in there?
There's a caller in there.
Oh, I want to clear the air a little
Yeah.
bit.
Sure, Johnny
Go ahead,
Hollywood
Johnny.
calling.
I want to clear the air a little bit.
Sure.
There was in our weekly, notes. Our what do we call that, Michael?
It's usually a conference call. It's just like our weekly.
No, not that.
production
No, under our.
The rundown.
Our rundowns or the production notes. Right. Yeah, Doug comes up very authoritative in these production notes, and we're not really sure where it's coming from, but he invokes your name in a lot of this.
He does.
And it doesn't sound like you.
It's not.
It's because
it's a lunatic on his own.
Because I'm spelling right.
It's a lunatic running wild.
Yeah.
With a
trying to stay relevant.
With too many
Watson.
Too many periods.
Watson.
Yes.
Come on, correct the record. Come on. Be honest.
I am being honest.
Be honest.
I asked.
I've never seen this before.
Here's what I say.
Watson you.
Excuse me. Do I ever write stuff on my own? No, I do not. I do it because you told me to, and then you forget you told me to do it. You forget half of the stuff.
I'm gonna address this.
Are you suffering from Alzheimer's?
I tell Doug. I ask Doug. Doug, this is what I need done. Can you please do that?
Right.
After it leaves that point, and Doug takes his own creative spin and says everything.
Well, right.
And that's up to Doug. I do ask Doug. I said, Doug, can you just find out what's going on, and then it becomes the Doug Max version of what I said.
Yeah, it's almost like he's the show czar.
Excuse me. Do you need to be sucked up and talk softly too? I mean, you're all men.
Shades of Kevin Hall.
You're all men. If you say you're going to do something, everybody do it.
I love that. By the way, let me clear the air real quick.
Wait a minute. I want to.
Oh, you're the last one that should talk about that.
You might want
No, Doug.
Whoa.
There are several things that I've sent to you because you want to proofread them first.
That's why.
Say proofread.
Wow, way to make a jump for yourself.
Yes, he does.
Shut up.
All of you need help.
Shut up.
All of you need my
proofread.
and punctuation.
Now here's the thing. Let me clear. I want to clear the air with everybody. I got everybody, and I believe I will say almost everybody because I'm not sure if everybody got one. I invited everybody to Evernote. Scott,
I
Brenner,
gave you my information.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Scott Brennan.
Brenner?
David
Who's that?
Brenner. Scott Brennan made a checklist of all the things that need to be done. Okay. Do you know one person checked that list? One person.
I added
every
things to
day.
that list.
Every day. I said
that was Doug.
Every day I said, let's get some writing done. Everybody was high and mighty on, let's do it. Brian Ironson was the only one who even remotely, except for the first day, was the only one who was consistent.
What?
Yeah.
I wrote it.
Excuse me?
I wrote.
What?
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about
I
jokes.
wrote.
I'm talking about jokes.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about jokes.
I
I'm
wrote.
talking about jokes. I'm talking about like joke stuff.
I wrote jokes about you.
You did? I didn't see
Yeah.
it. All right. I'm still new at Evernote, so maybe it was my fault.
Maybe
I
it is.
got
Maybe
one
it
of
is.
the-
Maybe it is.
Johnny,
your
I got
fault,
one of the
Mr.
jokes
Watson.
right here. Hold on.
Those are your jokes there, Parlor.
3 for free, darling.
3 for
Caller.
what?
We have a caller in here?
Caller,
Hello,
you're on
caller.
Clear the Air.
Hello.
Caller?
Welcome to Johnny.
Yes, hello.
Hi, welcome to Johnny
Hello.
Watson Show. Who am I speaking with?
This is Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Whoa!
Facebook.
Whoa!
Facebook.
Wait,
Wait.
the Mark Zuckerberg?
Oh, this is going to be hilarious.
Yes, the Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark, how are you? Welcome to the show, man. What brings you on?
Is this Johnny Watson I'm speaking to?
Yes, it
Johnny?
is. Yes, it is, Mark. How are you?
Johnny.
Yes,
Johnny,
Mark.
good to hear from you. Good to talk to you, man.
Great to
you're
talk.
doing very well in this entertainment business. I figured you're the man to come to about this problem I got.
Well, listen, I'm more than thrilled to help you out. You're a man I admire. I love. If I just may say this, and I saw your movie, and I want to tell you something. The good, the bad, the ugly. I was in your corner. I like the way that you screwed people over. You didn't care. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You took advantage of the weak. You left them out in the cold to rot and die. I love your style. I'm on board with you. I wish there was more Jews like you. I just want to say
that movie was awful.
Johnny.
Yes.
I'm a real Jew, Johnny.
You are real
I'm a
Jew.
real Jew.
Unlike
and you know what else I'm good with as a Jew, Johnny? I'm really good with numbers,
You
Johnny.
are, yes.
Really, really good
Now,
with numbers.
you've sent us
Yeah,
some numbers.
you and I are either going to have to sit down and talk, or you're going to have to start coughing up some money to me because this is getting absolutely ridiculous.
Well, let me get it out here because I just got this flash
email.
message in. This is ridiculous. I couldn't believe this. This is amazing that you have actually.
Yes, I'm on the phone with him right now. Just get the other server open.
Actually,
I'm on the phone with him right now. We'll put an end to it tonight.
You have actually
Hold on.
counted up Tina Marie's
Sorry.
assault on Facebook. You call it.
This is assault on Facebook. I have never seen anything like this. I had to put in 2 new servers and hire 5 new people to
Isn't that amazing? That's amazing.
run the servers.
Isn't that why you
let
invented
alone
that
the
stupid-
countless staff to keep them going and interns. It is ridiculous. I own Facebook. I'm not on Facebook as much as this woman.
Maybe you should hire me.
Mark, it's amazing. I looked
I
down
have
here.
never wanted to send anybody. I've never wanted to send anybody to MySpace more than this woman. You should try that.
Mark, I'm looking at these posts now. Are these also including her inspirational posts, by the way, as straight posts?
No, grew up on that list. I couldn't even give you those numbers.
You couldn't even guess it. That's amazing because there's a lot of numbers.
There's a
right
lot.
here.
It looks like from January 1st.
Johnny, can I throw some of these numbers?
Please do.
At you, we can figure it out.
Please do.
Forward. I mean, is this something you want to do on air, John?
Yeah. No. Listen. I listen. We're all about clearing the air. So go right ahead.
I have a problem with this.
Okay. Well, this is what we're going to do, John. Let's just start with the first day of the year. We're going to start with January 1st, 2015.
Right.
We all ready for this?
Yes.
Tina Marie. Okay. Tina Marie. She's in studio. Is this what I hear?
Oh yeah.
She's right there. She's right.
Tina Marie
You're going to
posted
get a lawsuit, buddy.
16 times on Facebook on simply January 1st, 2015.
It's a new year. Celebrating maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it's in celebrating. Johnny, she replied to those posts 7 times.
Oh, to her own posts.
16 posts, 7 replies in one 24-hour period.
That is so false. That is false.
That's
the
pretty
research
accurate.
team.
No,
has,
it's not accurate. I demand a recount. There's a chat in there somewhere.
It could be more.
Yes. Go ahead, Mark. I'm
John,
sorry.
I'm going right to you, John, because you're the only one I think that can put an end to this. Do you want all the dates in a row? Do you want the highlights? Do you want some of these
get some
monstrous
highlights.
numbers that I'm looking at, Johnny? I can jump around from date to date. I don't believe in them, but sweet Jesus, John.
We're getting
Sweet
a
Jesus,
little.
John.
Mark, we're getting a
no
little.
one could have sex posting this much.
We're getting a little tight on time, but let's go right to the highlights.
Right to the highlights. Okay, let's give you the biggest one.
Yeah. I'm looking at it.
January 9th,
Yeah,
2015.
it was a big day.
John, you ready for
That was
this?
a big day. Go
You're
ahead.
looking at it, but I'm going to shock some people. Tina Marie posted 31 times, John.
I did not.
Mark, 31 times, Mark?
31.
John, the average person is awake. The average person is awake for 10 hours a day, John. You know how many posts that is in and out, John? I am dumbfounded by these numbers. The average post for Tina Marie on a daily basis from January 1st through the 11th. That's the last date I have on paper. Average post 15.0901 times.
That's a lot.
A day.
That's a
John.
lot. Now,
wow.
Can I ask you now who? I sent me another slide here. Who she seems to be chatting with a lot. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it seems to be the disgrace of all Jews.
Are those Mandels?
Numbers going on there too, pal. Is he in studio?
Yes, he is. He is in studio.
I love your juice sandals.
I don't know which is more ridiculous, the fact that he mumbles on with her online or the fact that he's posting his own stuff. This is ridiculous, John. I love to make money. I love this, but they're not making me any money. It's just rambling. I'm paying more money to hire these people to take care of the service for these
Ramblers.
Now,
jerks.
Mark, do you have any conclusion to this whole thing? I think you do because you sent me it.
Yeah.
Wait, can I just say something?
Fire him, John.
Can I say something to him?
Mark, Doug would like to speak with you.
Mark? You
What?
there? Listen.
What?
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Oh my God! He put a curse on him.
Pandering. That's pandering.
Mark, any?
You want to throw voodoo stuff at me, kid? You do it to my face. I'm not throwing no voodoo at me over the year.
Mark, do you have a conclusion for this? What's happening? Do you have anything that you can conclude?
I can't.
I can conclude that I'm going to change the name of this whole entire website from Facebook to something else that they can't find, so that I can go on about my business without worrying about these two schmoes, John.
Well,
you go right ahead.
You sent us one more graphic.
I'll even rename it for you.
That I believe that you feel
Is
that.
there a total result between the communication?
Would that be the next? Here we go. There's a total result. I think we find the result, Mark, that you sent to us. That's a lot of love.
Oh,
right
yeah, I have it right here, John. I'm sorry. That was
Tina?
part of the inspirational speeches I did. John, which number are you looking for, John?
I'm looking at total posts.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was all under the average, John. Oh, the total posts.
No, those are totally
For
fabricated.
I'm sorry, John. I saw total.
They are completely 110%
total amount right here.
fabricated.
Tina Marie, total amounts to this date of the 11th of January 2015, 166 posts, John.
Wow.
At least I look good in that picture.
It's a nice picture. How many
John,
replies?
166 posts. Tina replies. She replies to her own post, John, 95 times.
You guys are totally fabricating.
How many
this.
times?
John, she's torturing herself, John. Not only is she making comments and posting, she's got to go in and reply. John, here's a number that nobody's realizing, John. I want you to see on January 6, 2015, she posted 16 times.
Yes.
She replied 18 times. John, she on 18 more times than she posted.
You know, a majority of these posts are to advertise this show, by the way.
I love it. I'm on your side. I'm on your side, Tina.
I mean, if I cut down on my posting, then this show gets no advertisements.
Listen,
Because you guys are lazy.
I'm on your side, Tina. Don't think I have anything to do with this.
Tina, you do realize there are people who aren't on Facebook. We need to reach out to them.
Thank you, Mark.
Mark,
Who isn't on Facebook?
Mark, listen, we want to thank you
No
very
problem.
much. You were please, if there's any way that we can get some free ads on your Facebook, we would love that.
I got a question for Mark.
You know what? Stop overcharging me for those ads. too.
You're right, I do. Johnny Hollywood.
Got a quick question, Mr. Zuckerberg. Where did you come to the fact that people are only awake 10 hours a day? That was confusing to me.
Yeah, because Hollywood sleeps 10 hours
10
a day.
hours a day is the average human being is awake 10 to 12 hours a day.
10 to 12 hours a day. Wow. Well, thank you for clearing that up for me. I've been living wrong. A lot of us have been living
understand
wrong.
something. Some numbers are funnier when you're doing a call-in.
Gotcha. 10 hours a day.
Well, Mark, listen, we
16 hours doesn't sound like much.
Mark, listen, we love you. Thank you for calling in, man. We will see you again. Please stay in touch with the show. We love having you, buddy. All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zuckerberg.
You got it.
I'm deleting my account today.
Mark Zuckerberg, everyone. Mark Zuckerberg.
You can't.
I can too.
So should we go to MySpace?
I'm deleting and going back. Deleting and going back to MySpace. Tom loved me.
Mark Zuckerberg. I love Mark. He's awesome. Let's, Steve, can we stretch this a little bit? At least about 10 minutes. We're going to stretch about 10, 15. All right, good.
All right.
We'll stretch it 10, 15 so we can
I
get
think
this.
it's time for our guest.
Yes, I think it is time for our guest. Time for our guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Another guest?
This is exciting. I mean, one thing about this show, we get Tina. How you doing over there? You okay?
I'm fine. I'm going to Facebook right now and deleting my account. I'm calling my lawyer. This was all fabricated.
Can I say something? I want to say
and
something.
there's no such thing as Dougie Love.
Let me tell you something. I want to say something.
Not between you and me.
And they called it Dougie Love.
That's it. That's all we got the copyright for.
No, he didn't.
Tina, let me tell you something.
You don't love me? You don't love me?
Tina, can I tell you something? Let me tell you something. There's not many things, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, there's not many things that people can count on in life. You know,
Except my Facebook posts.
Except your Facebook post every 10, 15 minutes. And I want to tell you something. It makes me feel good.
Does it?
I get to learn so
That's
much
funny,
about you.
though.
I get to see what you're having for dinner, all the treats that you're cooking yourself.
Johnny, that's really fun.
I get starved. I get to hear about, I love your things, how, you know, don't let any man keep you ladies down. That's the times I wish I was a woman because I feel like so much stronger when I read your things. And I don't care.
I'm glad you feel like
I
a
don't
strong
care
woman.
what these guys are saying.
Oh, boy.
You keep being the woman that you're being.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to.
Keep those Facebook posts coming every 5, 6, 7 minutes.
You just wait. I'm going to be creating new Facebook memes
so
tonight.
you don't love
with
me?
your face. Your face. Not your
great.
face.
Well, listen.
And Hollywood's face.
I love this. Gene, am I right about that?
Speaking of
I'm
John
not going to do
Hollywood.
Gene's
Tina,
face.
You're a feminist.
Tina,
Oh,
over
speaking of
between
John
us or not?
Hollywood, Johnny, why don't we
There
go
was
to,
never anything
let's
between
Hollywood
us.
recap.
Let's do the Hollywood recap.
Hollywood recap.
All right, everybody, if you're just tuning into the show or you haven't been paying attention, Kevin Hall is to blame for everything. Brian is our new sports caster, and he thinks all the best football plays happen in the end zone. Yes, there's always room for Jell-O. Bill Cosby also thinks there's always room for pie. Johnny's very particular and doesn't want anyone to see his stuff. Johnny needs to give credit to the monologue jokes that bomb, but he will take all the credit for the good ones.
Yes.
Marlon Wayne got a judge that thinks all black people look alike. Judy longs for the good old days. I watch the Golden Globes every chance I get. Cheating with your father-in-law is not really cheating, especially if he's Bruce Jenner. Tina has a thought process. Who knew? Liam Neeson makes a killing in the movies, also on the ski slopes.
Nielsen is also Neeson.
Oil prices are low because OPEC wants to stop America producing oil. That's not funny. It's just true.
I think it's awesome.
Johnny, I just want you to know the French gave us soldiers during the Revolutionary War, and they gave us the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, they did not give us soldiers during the Revolutionary War. In fact, they sat off. They sat off. Yes, they sat off. They sat in the waters with their ships, willing, supposedly, and they gave us the Statue of Liberty as a joke because it sat in a warehouse completely disassembled for years and years and years. The guy who scolded.
How do you know that?
The guy Mr. Eiffel.
The guy who was no, it wasn't Eiffel. The guy who was the artist for the Statue of Liberty made all the miniature statues of the Statue of Liberty that was up all through France. They couldn't find any place to put that statue. They sat in a warehouse, and then they gave it to us as a token of appreciation. Come on.
Okay. All right. So we just got a history of the Statue of Liberty.
That's right.
Just to remind you, Johnny, Judy is not a racist. Now, we have just some things according to Natty Bumpercar. Comics don't like fish. According to Natty Bumpercar, comics have to come out of the
closet.
No, I wrote that poorly.
Wow.
According to Natty Bumpercar, comedians don't like babies.
It's true. It's true.
According to Natty, he is going to die soon.
Hopefully.
Has he met Chips?
Whoa, that's severe.
Another observation: Natty uses big words.
And thanks a lot. Nice to sit next to a friend.
That's all right. You're my friend, Chip. He thinks he's going to die soon. He should look at you. No, he's not. My point is he's not going to die soon. He's going to live very long.
Doug dies every night.
That's right. On the stage, you die.
Okay, next one. No one has seen Doug's true beauty. Let's hope it's one of his pets. Judy calls the... okay. Judy calls the interviews and every other part of the show that she's not talking the boring part. Not only can we describe Brian as very happy, you might even call him gay. For a guy who's not into women, he really shows a lot of interest in them. Allie did a great job tonight. The Florida ad sounded like it was recorded in Key West and possibly the longest commercial in history. Everybody clap your hands. Anthony is back.
Yay!
Boom.
And Berlin filled Anthony's shoes only because he has bigger feet.
Wow.
Anthony is working on a show called The Comedy Cage, which is probably the best place for Doug to perform in a cage. If one comes before potato, what number comes after?
Red.
Very good, Michael Berlew.
I'm so smart.
Suddenly, retarded jokes are okay and rated PG. And I think I took all the dating kids to school. Last resort dating is not good enough for the handicapped kids, but it's too good for Doug. And they won't take Michael Berlew because he's too good for them.
Can't help it.
Tina lights the fires. The bomb is Tina's milieu. Doug is lonely and sad. Let's get him a penthouse and a straight razor. Wow. Now we know two billionaires, Zuckerberg and Brad Zollis.
That's inside.
That's right. Tina burns out the servers at Facebook. People are only awake 10 hours a day, and people who read more than 10 of Tina's posts kill themselves. So,
all right.
That is the review.
That was a recap.
Hollywood half hour.
One more thing here. 7-7.
7-7.
Oregon and
Oregon, Ohio State.
Gene, Comedy Cove.
Oh, yes. This weekend we have Joe Bubowitz, we have Sandy Ellers, and Tim Hayes. And we have something new coming up the first Thursday of February, which we think is going to be a monthly thing. It's going to be a comedy competition with cash prizes. judges, and some paid gigs around the area.
Great. Awesome. All right.
And we're looking for Johnny to help us with that.
Absolutely. I will.
All
right. You got. Oh, that. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, that Johnny.
Yeah.
All right. I'm okay. Here we go. No, you've been you. You could
be. You can be a judge.
I'll be. All right. Well, listen. That's great, Gene. Yep. Terrific. And here we go. You guys are very excited for our next guest.
Yeah.
This is big.
This is huge. For years now, there's been like sightings of Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he was in the TV shows. They get that In Search of Bigfoot. There's a big show on the what is it, Animal Planet?
They got
Squatching. There's a lot of things going on.
Yes.
Everybody says they know where he is. They try to find him. Well, guess what? We not only have Bigfoot here tonight, we also have the guy who caught him. But first, before we bring him out, let's bring out, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, how are you?
Wow.
Bigfoot, hello, how are you? Now, Bigfoot, you don't look like anything that I would picture you to look like.
There was never a Bigfoot.
There was never a Bigfoot.
I'm Bigfoot.
You're Bigfoot. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
There never was.
There never was.
Look what I used to do to make prints.
What'd you do? Oh, the big. You used to put the Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Leave it up there. Leave it up there, Bigfoot.
It was me.
That was you putting it. So you took a big shoe.
I'm just a jokester.
You were just a jokester. You were taking a big shoe and put it in the ground.
And I wore this too when they took movies of me.
They did. You got the beard and. Now, I find this very alarming because we actually now everybody was a big fan of Steve Irwin, right?
Yeah.
Well, Steve's brother Melvin, who doesn't get a lot of notoriety,
he had a brother.
He had a brother. See, exactly. No one knows. He had a brother Melvin, and Melvin Irwin is the one who actually caught Bigfoot. But I got to hear what's going to happen now because it really.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Irwin's brother, Melvin Irwin, everybody.
Melvin!
All right.
There he is.
Can we make some room for Melvin?
Hey, Melvin?
Melvin, there we go. Melvin, how are you? Melvin? Melvin, welcome to the Johnny Watson Show, Melvin.
Was he surprised?
Thanks for having me, John.
Melvin,
Get out, mate.
He fooled you.
G'day, Johnny. Yay.
Melvin, he fooled you? Is that what's happening? You thought take us back. What happened?
John, now, for years, I've been living in my brother's shadows, right?
Yes, you are.
Never got to respect my family, right?
Right.
Mum, not so much.
Nothing.
Dad, never.
Never.
I was working at the Outback, right?
Right, the Outback.
The restaurant, John. Not even the big part of land.
I love the blooming
No
onions.
rules, just right, John.
The blooming onions?
The blooming onions, right.
Very delicious.
Signature sirloin. That was me.
Yeah,
You're listening. Right? So listen, John. I get the news one day that big old foot's in the Outback, right?
Yeah,
in the real Outback, in the land, right?
Not in the booth.
So I said, I'm going to get my own notoriety.
Right.
Right?
Right.
20 years.
You've been looking
reading about it.
Right.
15 years of looking for him.
Looking for him.
I just found him.
You just found him.
Yeah, that's what he is. A freaking hobo with a fake beard. John.
Now,
John, you're looking at his shoe, John.
Melvin, I'm looking at the shoe. Melvin, let's take us back. How do you capture him? What happens? Set us up on the scene.
I'm drunk. I'm blind drunk as a goat, right? I'm out, right?
That's
I'm
it.
Drinking Fosters?
Yeah. So I finished my shift at the Outback,
Right.
the restaurant,
Right.
the land,
Right.
And I said, tonight's the night. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to live in the brush till I find him.
Yeah.
Right. So I go out. I'm drinking bloody, right?
Right.
I'm popping peyote. Is that what you guys call it?
We don't call it, but that's okay.
I drank so much I started sounding British, John.
You started British.
I'm telling you, I got so late that night, John. I couldn't get my freaking accent back.
Couldn't
yet,
get it
John.
back yet.
Yeah, it's just it goes on and on.
It's in, but it's sounding good. It's good enough for tonight.
G'day. So, every once in a while I got to say knife or good day just to get it back.
Just to get back, right? I got you.
So I hear this giggle puss
Right.
on the other side of a rock.
Right. Now, is he wearing the? Sorry.
No, it's all right. He's bloody stark naked, John.
Naked.
That's what I hear. Now I'm watching all these stupid shows trying to tell you to smack a tree, right?
Right.
So I'm smacking a tree.
Right.
I'm smacking a tree.
Right.
I'm smacking a tree. Every time I smack it, you're supposed to hear
Right.
according to the bloody show, right?
Right.
No. I hear, go ahead, do it. That.
You hear the giggling?
Giggle, giggle, stomp, stomp, John.
That's what, well, Melvin, let me ask you a question. Was he wearing the beard as well?
He was bloody stark naked, John.
He was naked, but did he?
Right.
So then why, let me ask you then, if he's stark naked, not looking like a Bigfoot, why would you assume?
I've been following the tracks for 15 years.
Okay, but Melvin.
So I come out of the tent in the morning. Right. I come out of the tent.
Right.
And there's bloody tracks.
Right there.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Now, they were
From the
bloody.
cooler- Go ahead.
They were bloody? There was blood?
No, it's just a saying.
Oh, okay.
Now, Melvin,
From the cooler of the beer.
Melvin, I don't want to say anything bad, but that shoe, it doesn't even have any toes. It looks like a shoe. How would you get that confused?
John, have you ever seen Bigfoot?
I've never seen. I've seen pictures of people who say that they're Bigfoot.
Then who would have said that that's not what it looked like?
I
You're following a big-toed man around for 15 decades, right?
Right.
Oh, I find that. I'm like, there
You're like,
he is.
there he is.
Now, here's the
There
biggest
he is.
problem, John.
Let me hear this.
This is
one.
where
No,
I felt
let
like
me
the
hear it.
dumbest man on earth,
Right,
right?
right.
You only had one of them, John.
You only have one shoe. you were following a one-footed
I got a dumb
shoe.
I said,
Right.
I said, it's going to be easy to catch him on
Yeah,
this
you
one.
did.
So I'm listening for the bloody laughter, right?
Right.
This is what's haunting me at
Right.
night.
Right.
John.
Gotcha.
So I'll get up in the morning.
Right.
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 I grab a knife.
Grab a knife.
I grab a knife.
Right.
That's not a knife.
That's what happened.
Right.
Every time I grab a knife, I say that to myself. That's not a knife. So I go outside, and there's one of those
Right.
leading away from my cooler of Foster's.
The
That's
shoe-
Australian for beer.
No.
That's right.
Right. So I go down, and there's Chuckle Puss,
Right.
pissing in the stream.
Right.
There he
In
is,
the
right
stream.
there.
Right
Naked,
there.
fake beard, and one shoe in his
Right.
hand. Giggling, shaking his wanker, John.
But here's Melvin.
Shaking it, was he?
Melvin, but the thing is, you still captured him. Why would you capture him knowing what you know?
Because I don't want no other bloody fools following me
Ah, so you were doing.
He liked my foot.
He liked your foot. Bigfoot. Well, you're not. What is your name? Obviously, you're not Bigfoot. What is your name? Do you have a name?
Foot.
Foot. Your name's Foot.
Not Bigfoot, just Foot.
Just Foot.
Michael Fotansky.
Michael Fotansky.
That's apparently his name. Michael Fotansky. We did a whole background check. Now he's dating my mum.
He's dating your mom.
Yeah.
Now we got to ask some questions, Johnny. We got to open this up a little bit.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Now, Mr. Bigfoot, is that just a shoe, or do you actually have a foot that fits in that shoe? Just it's a fake shoe. You got little feet.
So you just
It's not real.
So
I'm
used
so
it for 20
disappointed.
years.
My heart is broken.
So what happens now?
I put it in the prints where they were following me. They thought I was a Bigfoot. There is no Bigfoot.
There's no Bigfoot.
A Bigfoot.
You're Bigfoot.
I hear that laughter. One
Well,
more time.
listen. I want to ask you real quick here, Melvin. Foot. What happens now? What happens now?
I think we're going to go on a. I think we're going to go on a world tour, John.
You know, world tour, and what will be the topics of conversation?
Well, I'll probably just sit around telling the same story I just told you.
Just over and over.
Absolutely, nothing better than looking like a bloody fool, John.
You know, I want to say something to you. I know what it's like to feel disappointment. You have your hopes up here. You're like, I got him. I'm gonna. It's like getting that phony lottery ticket that your friends give you, and it ends up you fell for it 3 times. So you know what I'm saying. Over and over again, you seem to be the guy who gets the fool, right? Can we say that? I don't care. Listen to me. I don't care. To me, he's Bigfoot.
Oh, gee, he's got the lottery
He's got a lottery ticket.
I wish
That's
I died from that spur in my heart, John.
Well, I think you're an Melvin. I think it was an amazing adventure for
Very,
you. I
very
hope,
good discovery.
I hope you
I
learn.
don't understand. My brother travels. He gets 15-foot gator, sticks
Yes.
his fingers up their bum, right?
Yes.
They don't do nothing.
Nothing.
Not a scratch.
Nothing.
He goes fishing. Well, like 15. Most people are only awake for like 15 hours.
Well, listen. Mr. Foot, would you like to say anything before we cut you guys loose out of here so you can start your world tour?
It was fun.
It was fun. Well, I don't know what that was, but Mr. Foot, listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, but never do.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You well, let me ask you. Anything on the Loch Ness Monster? Is that you as well?
Don't start me, John.
Don't start you.
The Abominable Snowman, is that you too?
Maybe.
Well, listen, Melvin, Irwin, and Mr. Foot. I want to thank you two for coming in today. What a thrill for clearing up so there was actually no Bigfoot whatsoever.
Never.
So
it was me.
That was you.
If he giggles again, John, I'm going to stab him in the face.
You're going to slap in the face. Well, listen, guys, we want to thank you so much, and we hope you guys will stick around to play Wheel of Misfortune. Melvin, would you and Mr. Foot stick around to play Wheel of Misfortune?
Being on it, John.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Foot and Melvin Irwin. All right,
Johnny, we get the best guests. I swear to God,
amazing.
What a staff!
Unbelievable.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
listen. Why we're setting this up, Gene? Why don't you tell us about what's going on, or did you already?
I already did.
I wasn't paying attention.
If you were just tuning in to the
Well, we have a big Valentine's show with Chris Monty, Tracy Locke, and Andy Hayward. 2 shows on Valentine's night.
That's a great show.
Yep.
Okay, and well, that's a great show. What's that?
You could talk about the teams.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna.
No,
that's
part of it.
We're gonna do the intro. So whenever we're ready, are we ready to go?
We are.
Are we ready?
Ready to go.
Tina, and we need,
where's Tina?
We need Barnacle Bill.
Barnacle Bill,
Tina.
Sailor.
Ready? We're doing the minute.
Yeah, we got a game coming up here, guys.
Where's Tina sitting? Right there.
And if you're tuning in and you're just a comedian, or you see this and you want to try comedy, why don't you come on up to the Roadhouse in Suffolk, New York? It's on Route 59. On Route 59, 375 Route 59. Nice. I got an open mic running every second and fourth Thursday.
Wow, Doug Max will be there.
Starting at 8 o'clock, runs to 11. Just let me know that you want to come. Check me out on Facebook, and we'll get you a spot on the show.
Sounds great. Bill, right over here.
All right, now we're getting our teams together. This is going
to be exciting.
You know, Johnny, we're doing really great with these game shows. I mean, we have revamped them.
I think the game shows are exciting.
A lot of electricity in the air.
Yeah,
there is. There's a lot of electricity in the air. And where's Chips? Do we got Chips? Chips is going to be right. Chips is right over here.
We got to pull up one more chair.
We got one more chair. Can we get?
All right.
Joe, just pull that chair right there. Joe, there's a chair behind you. Joe.
We started with
chair right behind you.
Jeopardy. Jeopardy was phenomenal. We did after Jeopardy, we did a little match game.
Yeah, wherever you can fit.
Who's a new mom?
We did some Family Feud. We need Johnny needs a new mom, and now tonight, Wheel of Misfortune.
Wheel of Misfortune. Are we ready to go?
I think we're ready.
Looks like we're ready.
Is next week Johnny needs a new social media expert?
Here we go.
Not if we clear the air.
He's got Bigfoot.
Ma, you ready to listen to this game?
I'm ready.
We're really making this our own.
And now, from beautiful downtown Springfield at the Comedy Cove, it's America's game show. Wheel of Misfortune, where someone's misfortune becomes our fortune.
Yeah.
Your teams tonight: Scuba Steve's Jokeless Squad, Steven Strauss, Tina Marie, and Bill Aronson.
Hey.
Team number 2, Team Imagination, the great Chips Cooney, Joe Carney, and Natty Bumpercar.
Team Imagination.
Team number 3, America's Green Team, Boozers, Losers, and Snoozers.
I'm a snoozer.
Team Diego, Johnny Hollywood, and Mike Ballou. Now let's get ready to play the wheel. Here's your host, America's game show host, Mr. Johnny Watson.
Thank you Thank you very much, Gene. Nice job.
Thank you.
Nice job, everybody. Gene, nice job. That's just a little. You got the pictures right there. The squad right there.
Did you see this picture? I wish we could just get a close up. It looks like Orson Welles.
It's not on. Oh, TV's not on. Right. Yeah, that's. Hold on a second.
You look like Orson
There's
Welles.
your misfortune.
Hold on here.
That was like right in my ear, Tina.
You do.
Like you were right next to me.
I am right next to you.
Are we on now? Are we on?
Oh, here we are.
Okay, good.
We got Team Imagination up there.
Are we on? Are we up there? There we go.
right, here we go.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Wheel of
Misfortune. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Let's play the wheel.
I'm very excited about that. Before we get started, I need to bring on my co-host.
Yeah, that's not trademarked or anything.
My co-host.
Oh.
It's not trademarked. My co-host, ladies and gentlemen. Here she is, the lovely and talented Vanna White Power. Vanna White Power.
Wow, that's hot.
Vanna, hello, how are you?
Hasn't aged a day. Wow.
How are you, Vanna? No, you're not Doug Lassie. You're Vanna White Power. Or you sit down and don't play. Take a choice.
Jesus, it starts the stuff all the time.
Always saying. He doesn't. You know what? Just play the game. All right. Here we go. Our first team, Boozers, Losers, and Snoozers. You have won the wheel.
Okay.
Vanna White Power. Will you pay attention?
How they win the wheel?
Now, the rules of the game here is...
We're working counterclockwise.
Well, hold on.
Are we cheating
Can
already?
we listen? Can you stop, please? The game is about, it's called the Wheel of Misfortune. Well, you will be taking someone's misfortune and trying to fill in the blanks. And on the wheel, we see we have denominations. We have 700, lose a turn. And then you might get lucky where Doug Max is a racist and has to yell out racial epithets. Here we go. And we're going to spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
That was good, Gene.
And 700.
700, yeah.
All right.
Big money.
Big money.
Big money.
I'll take 2 C's.
Thank you, Johnny.
Gene. Gene, I think you guys pick
S.
S.
Is there an S, John?
Let me find out the answers first. Is there an S? Let's. Is there an S? That's a good question. Yes, there is. There is.
And the topic is the tragedy of the Titanic.
S. S. Oh, back. All right, here we go.
Is that because they didn't release it on Blu-ray twice for Chips?
Oh, back here. Hold on.
How did you know that?
How did you know that?
How do you know that? Hold on.
Oh my
How come it's
God,
not? It's not going.
You have to click on the board, I believe.
I thought I did. I clicked on the board.
Funny enough, he looks better.
It's going backwards.
Uh-oh.
Don't touch the controller.
Hold on.
I think we won.
Hold on a second. Maybe I have to click on this.
Hey, we won!
Yay! We're winners! Yay!
Hold on. How come we didn't practice this? That was Alex Baccia who made this board.
He's not here.
Wow.
Trad Getty.
Hold on, Scott. We have a little delay. We have a little delay in the game here, folks.
Doug must be very upset.
I went to high school with Chad Getty.
Hitler travesty.
Hold on.
Yay!
Tragedy of Titanic.
Oh, good grief.
Who is dead air? Wait, wrong game? Wrong game.
Hi, John.
You want to buy a vowel?
No, I don't want to buy a vowel. I don't want to spend any money on this deal.
Don't mention anything about the vowels. I'm very...
I want to...
Gene, why don't you talk about what's coming up?
I want to know
we have 2 shows on Saturday for Valentine's Day, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. The great Chris Monty. If you've never seen him, you're in for a good treat.
Real treat.
Real treat.
And who else, Gene?
Tracy Locke and Andy Hayward.
Now, who's featuring on that show?
Well, Tracy Locke would be featuring.
Oh, well, I'm just curious because I've seen Andy feature as well.
Tracy Locke has been here a couple
times. That's great. It's going to be. Yep. And who's working? I think I'm working.
I think you are.
I am.
Dinner and show is $45 per person. Show only is $30.
Who named these teams? Like, really?
And we had a really great show this weekend, didn't we?
We
had a great time.
A lot of fun.
Saturday, almost sold out show on Saturday. That was a lot of fun.
And we had like no reservations, and they all came in.
They flooded it. And now we're going long, Doug.
My teammate's stealing my candy.
We're going long. Okay.
Yeah, no, we had a really fun show. Coleman did a great job. We had a guy, Gene Nars, come in. Gene did a really nice work, yeah.
He's scaring the shit out of me.
Did he? Yeah. And why is that?
Because I'm feeling creepy.
Oh, yeah. Doug is a little frightening, guys. If you're only listening to the audio side of this show, we have Doug in a dress. And his bosoms are completely in the wrong place. He's got a orange beret, blonde hair, and no, Doug.
Not so close.
For ladies, they're a little lower, sir. Yeah. A little lower than men's.
I feel funny. I want to have this be the last time for the dress.
Yeah, please.
Maybe might have to do it again next week.
I don't know, and I really don't know what he's wearing under that dress. It looks like yoga. Oh, Doug's wearing yoga pants.
Whoa! Who's Who's controlling the volume over here?
It is the wheel of misfortune.
Yeah. Anybody who has to look at Doug, you might as well kill yourself under that wheel of misfortune.
The misfortune is watching
Just
Doug.
dive under that bus.
So,
Doug, who did your makeup?
Are you calling Alex?
While we're on the break, I'll
You
be
look like a
performing
heroin addict.
at the Boneyard Farm.
Listen, so listen, everybody. The Wheel of Misfortune will be next week.
So I get one more plug?
Wait.
Listen, I want to.
Can we just argue about these names?
What about what? Well, we can do that
next week.
Next week we can do
there.
that. We got
the joke of it all is we're just making Doug wear that dress one more week.
Oh, Doug, you wear that.
We'll clear that air.
Listen, let's wrap this so we can actually wrap it up on time. I want to thank Joe and Chips and everybody, Big Boy, Melvin, and Anthony Crescenzo. Thanks for coming
out. Thanks for coming out.
And again, go to JohnnyWatsonShow.com. Ma, yes, Ma? We got
we wish Matthew a happy
I
birthday.
want to wish my nephew Matthew a happy birthday. 13
Happy birthday, Matthew!
Matthew! Michael Burlew, Scott.
Good night, everybody.
Bill Lawrence and everybody. Gino, thank you, everybody. L'Oreal.
Thank you, Johnny.
Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Johnny Hollywood. Thank you very much.
So I'll hold on to this.
Oh, my ear.